Yo, what's up, chat? How's everybody? Yo. Come on, YouTube. Sing songs, or is it gonna copyright me? What? Are you kidding me? Photos of 10 bytes. Hold on. Hold the phone. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yo, Jay Breeze gets on. He's kind of he's the star of the show right now. Headphones work. You on? Question mark. Is he even on right now? Maybe nobody gets on. I don't know. We got some interesting things. Justin, Andrew Tate's attorney breaks down the UK exploiting the external extradition treaty, locked Tates without providing evidence.
In order for somebody
between Elon Musk
to be indicted here,
and a reporter for The Economist quickly became all-out warfare. It's being compared to the Kathy Newman, Jordan Peterson interview.
There were lots of times when I was kind of slack-jawed, at least inwardly.
There's so much here. I've focused in on the most interesting points when they actually really start to do battle. Suddenly you can see the game more clearly.
Well, first of all, you support not just the populist right, but the far right. In fact, very fringe parties in some countries.
No.
Whoa. Let's see what Jay got. Pride Law, New York. Andrew's enemies are being revealed. Destruction being thought. Time for change. Reality narrative. Yeah. Bro, my ex might actually be a shadow banned.
so there's a
Hello?
What's up?
Can you give me Breeze's Instagram?
It's
Just
John
spell it out really
Breeze.
quick,
It's
'cause I'm
John
doing a video.
Breeze. Just look at my followers.
How do you spell it, Jay? I can't because I'm editing.
Let me see.
Jay.
John Breeze 141.
Thanks. Okay. That is good.
What kind of video did you make? John got on. Yeah. Good at this.
Do you think there are these systems, this corruption?
Produce it.
I want to bang some chicks that come to Thailand. You haven't got to pay for a Thai girl, trust me.
Curious.
Jail. How is he able to post these things?
Andrew is a master of meditation and chi. How he gets this message out there into the world is for our team to discuss.
He's on X posting about the conditions of the jail. How is he able to?
It's hilarious.
Posting about the conditions of the jail. How is he able to post these things?
Andrew is a master of meditation and chi. How he gets this message out there into the world is for our team to discuss.
Yo. Let's see.
there are different tests. Is the treaty valid? Do the crimes qualify? The answers are yes. These are heinous crimes. And then you get to this probable cause prong. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare our system to their system and say, hey, listen, In order for somebody to be indicted here, in order for them to find this probable cause, your accusers, your alleged victims, they have to identify themselves and name sort of the places and times where these allegations happen. The United Kingdom is saying, we don't need to give that to you. We don't want to give that to you. We're probably not going to give that to you. There's an argument from the government where they're going to say, you're not entitled to it. The allegations are good enough. We're going to say, of course, we're entitled to it. They're American citizens.
So they're trying to deny giving you guys the actual, I guess, evidence in their investigation to prop up their charges.
That's what it looks like. I need to be really, really careful about what I say because there's local rules, there's bar rules, there's federal rules. We're in front of a judge here who I've only recently appeared in front of twice, and this is her playing field, and I don't want to piss her off and hurt the bros, right? So it appears that they have 60 days to turn over their papers. If they don't turn over their papers after the 60th day, then we have a very strong case for them to walk. I don't think that they're going to turn their papers over, and if they do, it probably won't be to the 59th day in order to keep the brothers in jail, because right now the U.S. government is arguing that they should be detained, and absolutely they should not be detained. And we can get into what the mechanics of that looks like. But again, the process is the punishment. In the United States of America, you have due process rights. You can't be deprived of your liberty unless you go through the process. And they haven't gone through any process yet. They're using this sort of this cutout in the law, extradition law, to lock them up because they know that they can do it. So their enemies have wielded the power of extradition proceedings masterfully here to hurt them. And we're trying to protect them. And the first thing that we're going to do on the 13th is see if we can get them out and see if they can be in house arrest or have freedom to move around Miami during the pendency of the extradition proceedings. Because if they don't come up with the paperwork.
That's interesting. I think Joe Barty's worrying about the relevant mechanics for him, but not the mechanics that truly set them free. Damn, 13. That's fucking 2 more weeks. Jesus. Choose a master meditation. G. 13. I want to get it out there. Come on, G. Come on, bro. We can record this conversation. Discuss what must happen. I think there's a big opportunity here. There's only fucking 5 people, bro. Only 5 people just standing out there.
But be that as it may, the liberal media and the mainstream media empowers midgets like him to get out there and pontificate about cases that they're actually fundraising for. Can you imagine fundraising? This is your entire existence. Your entire existence is to raise your profile by persecuting Andrew and Tristan Tate, and you haven't been paid for it. So you're fundraising and you're taking money from NGOs or whatever it is to make your name in order to raise your profile, even though you've never proved anything thus far.
I believe it gives people the opportunity to like virtue signal. You know what I mean? Is what they're trying to do and come.
I wish I could talk to Myron. I wonder if you'd understand this. It'd be definitely interesting. Dang, where's dang, I wish 3 was here. I wonder how he'd react to this. This dude is always bad time zones. Chat. What do we do? I don't know. This is better. With it without. Right. Bro, what the hell? If I can just make contact with one of these higher level guys that can understand anything that I'm saying, be Myron, even Joe McBride, could be something to create contact.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
Where'd you go? Were you like doing something?
Yeah, I was just texting my wife.
Oh, I see. I didn't know you were married. Holy shit.
Yeah, I am.
But dang, bro, how was that thing down there? I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect you to go. I didn't know how far you were, because that is like pretty. It's kind of like a risk
Bro,
almost.
it was an hour drive. There was a little bit of resistance, but at the end of the day, I knew it was the right thing to do, so I just did it.
Yeah, now you
Went
like
down there.
that was like some crazy footage though,
Yeah.
especially with the guy that just happened to come by with a Porsche. He was like, "Bro, I got this car because the Tates, free the Tates." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Literally, that's a clip.
Literally, that is crazy. But bro, did you see it? Did you see what else I sent? I was like, dude, even their lawyers there and shit.
Yeah, that's
Those
crazy.
guys have just been standing there the whole day. Holy shit. That is crazy. What the fuck? I just don't know how, like.
Yeah.
What was your read on those guys, though? That's like, it's totally different because I'm always just seeing all this stuff from online. So
It
it's
was
like so
so
weird.
interesting.
Yeah.
It
Like,
was super interesting, bro. Like I got like two different reads on the situation. One guy was like more um it was more like the first guy that had the cardboard sign Tate's Heroes.
yeah.
He was more focused on like talking about the law and like the basically the system in place, how the constitution or whatever. So he was more focused on that, which is just pointing at the the rotten structure obviously. So I was trying to get him around it, like realize, hey, the structure beneath it is a problem. Like, but the second guy was more focused on Jesus, and he was
Yeah.
just like bringing Jesus into the situation, kind of like
Yeah.
looking at
He
the
sounded way
reality
closer, though.
from that lens. Yeah, he sounded close, and he, I don't know. Yeah, I connected with him on X. I followed him, but he said he would follow back. But I don't know if he checked his phone or not.
What's his ex?
Let me see.
I remember I saw his post on X, but I like scrolled past it. I never saw it again. But bro, that's so kind of crazy because like I'm literally saying this line here needs to get to tape, or I think he has the highest potential for it. And now like he's literally in that jail cell with a bunch of guys he will probably at least talk to at least once because they stood up for him when no one else would.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, like if you could also like create your own presence around there, maybe he might talk to you too, and then you'd be like, yo, this is what you're looking for. I'm like, holy shit.
For real.
Like that's it's so close. It's crazy. Like he's literally just in that cell right there. The one man that we need. It's fucking insane. Oh, that's it. Yeah, this must be the
The guy
guy.
with the
So
fucking agent poster.
yeah, I followed the other guy. I just didn't. I saw this guy, but I didn't. I scrolled past this thing. Let's see.
Yo, it's crazy that the Logie posted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those dudes have been out there for a couple of days. That's what he said.
Dang, fucking it's dedication.
For real.
Was it literally just them two? It wasn't like anybody else.
It was literally just them too.
What the heck?
When I first drove past it, I was just kind of scoping it out. I didn't see anyone. So I was kind of like, oh shit, maybe it's going to be just dry footage. But when I actually parked my car down the street and walked over, there was like two people standing.
I see. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't
And
see like Tyson
yeah,
or anybody, like the bigger names.
yeah, I guess they didn't show up. Maybe
damn.
they got their footage.
Like even Joe McBride was there, bro. It's so crazy how close everything is. I don't know. You feel what I feel, but it's like that's so.
Yeah. It's like it's literally right there.
Yeah, like almost think of it as a line. Like, all right, it's me, then you, and then the Tates are literally in that jail cell right there. But I mean, no one can get to them. But and then like at that same location that you just went to is Joe McBride, and then there's also Tate, whose lawyer's Joe McBride. So it's like, bro, it's just
Yeah.
the connections there. Doesn't take much, you know.
Yeah, literally. If the lawyer notices it, if he catches on to it,
Yeah, literally.
and then we get in touch with him, and then
Like I don't think the lawyer would
yeah.
understand a full scale, but if he can just understand that there might be something bigger here that Tate might understand, I feel like
Honestly,
that
bro,
might click
whatever
it.
language he brings into it, we just gotta reflect it back
Yeah,
and kind of explain the
yeah,
language back.
literally.
It's kind of what I did with the guys. Like I wanted to see where they stood first, and then I kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, I saw it, bro. I was like, you're using the language like really well too. I was like, well, holy shit! Like you absorbed this super fast. And like the guy even was confused at first, like, what is this guy talking about? Like, then he just went to the Jesus thing, but it's still like connected the same way because they're the same thing.
yeah,
I was like, damn.
exactly. It was nice, bro.
Because I think the lawyer is more like the guy with the long hair. I think he's more like religious and like Jesus is king, but like they still have to breach the floor under Jesus and all that stuff if they actually want to like go full scale with this. Because until then, they're fighting to escape Tate out of one cage, but he's still stuck in another cage, which is humanity. That's what he really is fighting against. So I know, bro. There's just layers.
Being able to speak with the lawyer would be fire.
Yeah,
that would definitely
layers
be fire.
to it. Man,
layers.
What you plan on doing though?
I don't know. Shit. It's like the first step.
Yeah.
The beginning.
I think I heard that the lawyer said that the Tates would be in there until like at least like minimum like September 13, or I mean not September, like August 13, so like another 2 weeks or some shit. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's definitely stuff you can for sure try and do during that time. I think I found the guy. Oh wait, this is the same guy, right? Just tied his hair up.
Yeah, bro. Just gotta walk it. Gotta walk it. Honestly, I didn't feel once I was actually there, I didn't feel much resistance, like actually
Like
going up to these guys. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
recording them.
They were like
asking them
they were really
questions.
easy, bro. They literally just like, yeah, bro, just answer your questions. Like their demeanor was like super easy. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. They did say, although, like after that, they said there was other people who weren't so
Really?
kind.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
like they would approach with cameras and they would just like troll, you know.
What
So
the fuck?
they were a little cautious at first, but I kind of approached them with respect, and they saw that, I guess.
What the hell? Did you tell them what those
Yeah,
people
bro.
did? I mean, did they tell you what those people tried to do to them?
I think what they said was like they would just come and record, but not like in a respectful manner. Just kind of like, recording for clout or whatever. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
I
know,
see.
bro. People are weird.
Yeah, people are weird.
People are not real.
What's up, Nichols? Fucking shit they do for clout, huh? Dang, the respect to those guys though. They genuinely stand out there for a good cause.
Yeah, for real.
And their answers were really well too. They were really good. Like they were really like educated.
Yeah. They stand for what they believe.
But yeah, I don't know. Where do we even go from here? Not really sure. Because I don't know if you saw that other video of that one guy.
No.
Am did it. The guy that was like filming HJ in the jail cell. He also was there too, and he's like all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if you could like connect with some of these guys and like try to get them to see a little bit, I think that might definitely lead somewhere. I don't know from what I'm saying.
Yeah. Even if it's maybe some guys from the war room or whatever, some some people who
Whoever just like shows
in
up,
some way.
it's kind of a little bit of a gamble. It's like in the right way. So that was still really cool. I honestly didn't expect you to do that. Like, I don't know, bro. It's like when you see all this stuff online, you just never like expect to really touch it. Like it's like it becomes kind of like a myth. So to
I
like,
know, right?
to like literally just be like, hey, bro, I think you should try and go there. I think that might lead somewhere. And you actually went and like you literally got in contact with these guys. Those guys are the same guys literally talking to Tate's lawyer. His lawyer's talking to Tate, and that's who I think this might need to go to. I'm like, bro, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy line. It's like it's really like one
It is
connect.
crazy
That's
how
like
it all
one
worked
connect.
out.
Yeah, it's one connect away.
And honestly, when you told me yesterday, I wasn't really like inclined towards actually doing it. But
Yeah, but you
as I
did it.
like
You did
thought
it.
about it, I'm like, yeah,
Wait, why'd you do it though? What
honestly, I
pushed
don't
you over
know,
the
bro.
edge?
Honestly, I had nothing better to do and felt like the best next move.
Just like trying some
And
shit.
I was kind of interested. Yeah. And I was kind of bored.
Yeah,
Boredom.
fair enough. Damn though. Did your wife say anything about
Yeah, she was like, "What the heck? Where did you go today?" I was like, "I went in front of Andrew Tate's prison." She's
that?
like, "Who?" I'm like, "You don't know who Andrew Tate is?" She's like, "No." I'm
Oh
like,
my
"Bro,
god.
how?"
Yo,
Clueless.
that's crazy. I thought she'd be like, no, you can't go to see Tay, but she's like, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, honestly, I want to keep it that way.
Yeah,
Poor
probably
soul,
is better.
innocent soul.
See, that was a big ass
Yo,
jail though.
Ramel. Yeah, it is. It was a huge building.
I think someone said they were on the 60th floor or something. I don't even know, bro. They said
Damn.
they can literally see out like those tiny windows. Bro, that's
Yeah.
still kind of crazy. Someone should like craft like the biggest sign ever and trying to like show it down there.
I found a place on Google Maps yesterday. I had to go on Street View and cross-reference Tyson's video, and then I
Oh,
found like
seriously?
the construction area.
And
Yeah,
then you found these guys.
yeah, literally.
Shit. Yo, that's so crazy. Joe is there, dang.
Not gonna lie, in real life missions are kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when it's attached to something bigger, like you don't usually like see these things. You don't really get opportunity to like jump into these kind of things. Especially with how little people there are. You would expect there to be more people, trying to like do something. There's only like 2 guys. Really, bro.
Everyone else kind of moved on. They don't see the situation for what it is. They kind of because there was a lot of narrative around it when it first happened, and then people just kind of accepted the narrative.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a filter too. Like, who actually gives a fuck? Who cares? Who actually like cares about this stuff? It's like it's only just like 2 guys in Miami, at least, that are willing to just sit here and like take some time and just like hold up a sign.
Yeah.
Then everyone else with that. Like I can't even imagine what the Tates themselves are thinking. Like just sitting in these fucking little blocks here, just looking down and seeing like how many people are out there for us. Who's holding that sign? Like who's really supporting us down here?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
I got a couple more shorter videos. I want to see if there's any good content on this.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a lot of shit going on.
Like at some point, the conversation went in like totally different directions. And I just stopped recording and
Yeah, seriously.
recorded again when it was important.
Really.
They crucified. So the world was already against that thousands of years ago. And it still is. We're fighting human nature.
But
God, you know, in the end, holy wins. And God wants us to come
Dude was going full out.
better people at the job. There are people who
that humanity was following. While we're following this rule, the way we conduct ourselves.
Speaker.
You're streaming?
Amazon warehouse, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to discuss a little bit. See what the fuck's going on. Going to be deciding. Warehouse. Not a warehouse there. Holy shit, this guy was live for like 2 hours.
For tonight. Lord is just on Fresh and Fit.
Not that I'm scared, I'm saying, like, let me stop, you know, with the fucked up jokes.
Yo, what the fuck? Doing like cars and shit?
Fire department. Hola, mama. I'm fearing I'm going to end the stream accidentally. Like they fear that Tate is going to win the prime minister position intentionally. A couple people here. What's up, man? Uber. Miami believes in U.S. football. It's soccer, it's inches, okay? You know what? I think in support of Andrew, we should get rid of the English imperial system. In America, we should switch every fucking sign to kilometers. Switch every fucking sign to kilometers. I don't shop by pounds and gallons anymore. I shop by liters, okay? No liters. I meant no gallons, all liters. Please, do you mind if I back up a little?
Yo, there's just it's just dudes recording them.
I could hear you watching.
You hear it here first.
I'm pretty
folks.
sure that
got
you're
another
watching
supporter.
a video
What's
by
your name,
H.
my
Miller, right, Breeze?
friend?
You maybe saw on X.
Nah.
Oh.
People posted up on the
watching
corner. The video I recorded today.
Oh, you recorded that one
Shout
about
out
like envy something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was drinking my water because
Was it similar to something else you heard?
Yeah, it was similar to something else I heard. I'll be watching.
What was it?
Man, it came from my dog.
I'll send you his Instagram account. I thought you were watching this guy. I follow him. What the fuck is his name?
How do you human
Like H.
traffic
Miller.
somebody digitally? Fucking
Yeah.
makes sense.
Human traffic digital.
What's your name, G?
Owen Lewis.
Owen, I'm streaming right now. You want to say hello? I got
Hey, bro.
almost 500 viewers.
What's up? What's
So
up,
this is
bro?
my homie
I
Owen.
sent his page
You want
inside the.
You on TikTok?
I'm on
Chat.
X right now.
Bet.
On X.
I don't know
Follow
which
me
one of
at
his
Owen
videos
Tattooer
it was, but
on Instagram, and
I
this is
fuck
my
with this
brother,
guy.
Tattooers.
Heavy.
We're about to be moving to Miami. Book with us. Kevin Lewis Tattoos. Follow me. Owen Lewis Tattooers.
You see how business works? Once you say that you're an Andrew Tate supporter, people know that you're about business, you're about money, you can be trusted, and it's just like that.
He's about the truth. I ain't gonna lie. With this.
Well said, you heard it here.
Yeah.
This guy.
So
Yeah.
welcome to Miami, my friend. I just
Welcome to
moved here
Miami.
a year ago, sorry. This month, last year, July 31st was when I moved here.
That's badass.
So that's why I didn't offhand recognize like your boy's brand.
Yeah.
But no, I've been here and
What's
I'm
up, bro?
acclimating. I'm getting used to everything, and like this is just where all the money makers are. So it's good that you're
Nothing
here.
really.
It is.
Thank you for showing support, saying hello to the stream and
And you only
everything.
get
Oh, this
out
guy's so
here,
sharp.
invited out here,
Really
if
good
you
talk.
really have that hustle and mindset. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like, how are you out here? Where were you before?
So I'm from North Florida. I went to university in Tallahassee.
Oh yeah, H. Miller. I see.
But,
I
you
see
know,
this guy.
University is kind of obsolete, a little antiquated. Yes, I did finish, but now I'm
Yeah,
in the
bro,
real
he's always
world and I'm
talking like
practicing skills that are really better
very
for business.
What is your business?
I don't even know how to describe
So,
what he talks about.
Right now, so I just moved here a year ago, and it was hard to get stabilized.
It's very
So
topical.
right now, I'm just like working and stuff.
Very
But I'm
masculine,
trying
very
to
man
work
oriented,
on,
very
one, my real estate
historical
license. So I want to
even.
get involved in property.
He does speak with a ontological best way I could say is like an ontological cadence.
Yeah, he understands consequence.
Yeah. So yeah, bro, I just like learning from him. It digests well.
Thanks.
It gives me food for thought.
Bro, I wonder if X is like fucking shadow ban me. Like nothing I post fucking works. What
the fuck? Isn't there something called like tweet or spaces? Tweet spaces, Twitter spaces?
It's like where you go
I've
to like
heard
talk and
that.
shit.
Yeah, I now from the people who I network with or have circles with, they say if you want to go viral, you use that.
Twitter Spaces.
That's what they. Yeah, that's what they always tell me to do. That because I don't do the social media thing, but they said if you ever do, just do it there. You'll gain an audience.
Honestly, it makes sense because people are actually hearing your voice. Like you're actually talking to an audience.
True.
So it makes sense. Maybe we should do that. Just drop in and see if they let us speak.
Yeah, let's see. I tried it once, but it was like, I don't know, it's just really weird. So I'll have to try it again. I just don't know who do we join though. Also, for some reason, it seems like you only join on your phone. Can't even join on like your computer or something.
Interesting.
Why can't you do Spaces? Computer. Yeah, you have to be on your phone for some reason. I wonder if we could just start our own like little space, like while we stream. I wonder if that would work. What do you guys think?
It might.
Wait, but I have to be on
Might
my
draw in some people.
phone. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like just the main goal right now just has to be just getting eyes. I think we can do that.
Yeah. Some virality.
Yeah, like but we got you, we got 3. I think the 3 of us can definitely make something happen. And whoever else just starts like making stuff.
Yeah.
I already told y'all like the easiest. Well, I mean, I told you, or at least I tried to. I'll do it again. You want an audience, include narrative.
Yeah, I kind of realized that. Like create like a little story.
Okay, no.
What do you mean?
That's not what I mean with narrative.
Introduce their language so they can understand.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant like create something they can follow.
No. Yes, stories are great, but people only want to listen to stories. I mean, yeah, that could work, Instagram, but what people fan over the author or the storyteller, you haven't proven yourself to be a storyteller.
Yeah. I don't know. What I try to like do in my videos is like, now that I kind of realized like, okay, introduce like the video and then put like what I do and then just like let them watch it and then I just explain it the rest. That's kind of why my one video went viral. I'm trying to see if I can do that again.
I think you should keep doing what you're doing because you are you. I think it's just gonna take time for your
Yeah,
audience to
I think
grow.
it's just hard for people to digest what I'm saying. Bro, like that entertain Elon Musk video that went viral, that was like that's like the exact kind of video that I want to go like to get like attention. Because we aimed at the two fucking prime targets for this, or like at least the right atmosphere. You mention any one of those names and people fucking start like reacting.
Look on. Okay, all right. So then hold on, bro. Are you just like using their name just for views?
Not really. They're the exact kind of people
Okay.
that I want to get at.
Okay.
So it's more like
how often do you? Okay. So here's a different angle to think about then, right? So when I say narrative, right? I don't mean going after the people directly, and I also don't mean creating a story for people to follow. I mean, and you would kind of do this, but I was gonna say like engage in the narrative that the audience of the people who you're trying to reach engages in.
like what? Free the Tates. Some shit. I think that's is that what you mean?
Like free.
No.
We gotta fight for the Tates or something.
No. Let me word it this way. There's an algorithm, right? So you can't sit there and think like everything is fractal. That's usually the major pitfall by that's usually the major pitfall of people who just view things physically. When they try to break things down, the only thing they do is look at things like they're fractal. It's a brick house, then it's a brick wall, then it's a brick. At most, it's clay. That's all it is. That's all it is to people like you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I tend to come across. So the reality is that there's this other thing called spectral. You can Google it or research it if you like. Meaning that in so many different words, basically, you understand that there's a relationship to be had between things that are different. And when you start to analyze the things that are in the realm of spectrality, per se, I don't even know if that word exists, just made it up. Who cares?
Spectrality.
It's like you start to uncover the bridge. You start to uncover the bridge, which is what you're looking for as far as a structure goes, ontologically or whatever. You start to uncover the thing that makes the light turn on. Okay. You start to realize that you as a person, you walked into the kitchen because you were hungry, but you couldn't see or whatever. So you turned on the light. You turned on the light, but not for the purpose of like, oh, I need this light to be on. And then once the light is on, you're satisfied. It was a side quest, okay, for you. But it still required, in order for that light to turn on, it required your intent and an action, right? So that's where being a forward person, no action, no result.
Yeah.
Now, once you flip the switch, tell me just briefly, real quick, what happens when you flip the switch?
You move forward.
How? I think that's the issue. How? Explain.
I don't know. I just fucking post. I talk. I try and connect to the audience. I try and bridge them with videos and shit.
Nope, we aren't even talking about that right now. I'm talking about what happens after you flip the switch and you're trying to turn the light on. What's the next thing that happens?
You look for something?
So there's the disconnect, right? The next thing that happens is you connect the resting power in the walls to the circuits. You route that power to the light. The light turns on, then you move forward. Or you do that, and that's happening as you move forward. Okay?
Yeah.
So the thing is this is what most people fail to understand is that, or no, it's not what most people fail to understand, but it's what most people do. You fall into the same trap that most of humanity falls into. You get blinded by your mission. Like,
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, the only thing that's important to you is moving forward to the kitchen to get something to eat.
Okay.
The only thing that's important to you is getting Tate, getting Muss, which is fine.
Not exactly. This isn't really Tate and Muss. It's more like they just have the highest potential to amplify and scale up. Saying this could be anybody, bro. It could be Luke Bell or it could be you. I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, you know.
Okay. All right. Bet. So then the point is, you want to get something. You want to get someone. The point I'm trying to make, because I'm starting to deviate away from my main point, which is the spectral shit. So let's go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
In order for forward to exist in this scenario, this hypothetical scenario of you going to the kitchen, turn on the light, blah, 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 it requires you, a desire for food, the need to see, the intent to turn on the light, the action to do so, the system to work, the light switch to actually function, the system, the power. You need to make sure you paid your electricity bill, all these things. The light bulb to not need to be changed in order to go forward. If the light bulb,
many components come together.
Exactly. If in that scenario you went forward and you flipped the switch on because you're going to the kitchen and the light didn't come on, guess what that would do? It would distract you.
It would disrupt you. Yeah.
Yes, it would disrupt the forward. It would disrupt your intent, your mission, everything, right?
Yes.
So, no, it would. You would flip the switch, and then what? You're just gonna like say, "Oh, fuck it, the switch isn't working, the light isn't on. I'm just gonna go to the fridge anyway." Maybe, but
you might stub your toe on the way.
Move through the darkness.
Right? But most people place yourself in most people's shoes. They're gonna be like, "Oh, fuck, what the fuck? It's not the light's not coming on." Now they're stuck right there.
Now there's a impulse of fear, like an injection of fear, even if it's small.
Yeah,
because the light didn't turn on. It's an undesired outcome, so there's pain involved, but there's also fear because there's fear of unknown.
And so because the system or some type of component was off, it wasn't placed properly, that person in this analogy just experienced a new narrative, a new injection of narrative. Disruption. You, Elon Musk, Andrew Tate, you guys are all examples of disruptors.
Yeah.
So, regardless of how you perceive yourself, you need what I've always been trying to preach, is my particular nuance, is that you're still narrative as well to someone else.
Yeah.
You might be reality to you, but you're narrative to someone else.
Yeah. From someone else's perspective, you're just pouring out reality based on your own narrative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what's the bridge? What's the disconnect? You're trying to get people to see your narrative as the narrative. Now,
the bridge
is
is being able to reach structure.
that would be the pitfall, and yes, that would be the current pitfall, the inability to restructure of the audience, and the bridge on the audience that they need to develop the ability to restructure. So that's the pitfall. But the pitfall from the preacher, which is what you are, regardless of if you like that title or not, you're a preacher. You're not teaching anything. You're preaching a message.
True.
Is that they have the ability to deny you. Right?
Yeah.
Now,
True.
I'm going to say this just because I'm building this up ontologically.
Say it now.
This is a cult.
I guess everything is kind of a cult, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So I gotta add more people into my cult.
Interesting.
Exactly.
That's an interesting diagnosis.
Do pause for a second. I want to answer this guy.
Would you say that physics is a cult?
I mean, if you want to frame it in terms of like, just think of it like this: what doesn't need your belief? If it doesn't need your belief, it's not a cult. What I'm saying does not need your belief. Gravity does not need your belief. Now, the people might go into it and try and like turn it into a cult, but what is does not need a belief. It can't be a cult because it is before cults. It is before belief. It is simply what is. Reality does not need your belief for a cult or book club.
I know that. That's why I'm here.
But
they don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm my role here is to be a court wizard. I'm like counsel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're good at.
So it was great though, because you can definitely see how it easily turns into that, like an understanding if they don't see it for what it is, if we're not careful with how we present it.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's why the message has to be delivered delicately, which is why I actually have a slight problem with sometimes how the message gets presented from the religious frame, because I don't want to say if you need numbers, I don't know how you think you can find numbers by making people feel like their credences, their culture, their belief systems, their religion is structurally just has absolutely no structural integrity.
No, it definitely has structural integrity. It's not the floor beneath everything that's holding it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so,
that's not to say that some people don't reflect reality. There's a bunch of people on this planet that actually reflect reality.
Yeah. If most people couldn't reflect reality, the world would not function. Everyone reflects reality at the base level, but I'm saying we're moving into a world where the base level is not enough. Basic survival and maintenance is not enough.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
On the civilizational scale, at least, yes. I mean, on the individual level, still, like, not being perfect is acceptable. Yeah. But if we're gonna build civilization and if we're gonna scale it to infinity, then we need to build something that actually stands forever.
Yeah. But let me
that's the
answer this comment real quick. AC said, basically in my game, there's a friend of a main character that has a genius neurobiologist. I want to add a character like you that's even above typical genius, teaching metaphysics. Bro, I will actually give you, this is like, I will spill everything to you. If you want to make a character like me, look at every single one of these. They're all fragments. They all carry a function. This is what I call fate. Fate is wearing infinite mass. It can wear them, it can wear me, it doesn't matter. But there's all these characters, remember, there's one thing they're doing. They're moving the world forward. Now, this is where all these game developers and these artists and these authors all miss, is because they write the character, but they never go beneath the character. They never go to the function, because all these characters are a structure, right? So that means the character that can name what all these characters are, what is he? Now, this isn't really about me, but I'm saying if you can make your character like that, that means he sits both outside the story, outside the game, outside even the people playing the game itself, because he's reading structure. He's saying your structure, your probability field, and so on. That sits outside of the literal game. So, bro, if you want to make a character like this, like me or whatever, or like any of them, because they're all the same thing, you just have to make it so they see the world as pure structure. Even Elizabeth, the closest one to this, because she saw the world of structure, she could see all the doors. But she didn't understand that even she was just another, let's just say, part of the infinite. She still saw herself as a person. I don't see myself as a person. I see myself as a structure. That's where all of these guys miss. That's where none of these authors, none of these developers, no one in fiction has ever really touched. Because you realize if a character realizes they're a structure, then so is everything outside of that story. So is everything outside of that fiction. So is everything outside of that book. And so is that reality. That means that character is no longer bound to that page. That character becomes a living mirror in real time. So bro, if you want to make a character like that, bro, I guarantee you that would just confuse the fuck out of people. That's not even a metaphysics person. That's fate itself. That's literally the floor. That's reality itself with eyeballs and a mouth. So because you're not a person first, bro. You're a structure. I'm saying this at a fundamental level. That doesn't mean I'm not human. I don't have an identity. I just mean fundamentally, nobody's a person first. You're a structure first. You're bending reality towards something. You're a probability field first. This is what I mean. That's why I can step outside of these narratives so easily. Because you all are very like stuck to this idea that you're a person, but a person is still bound to something. A person is still bound to reality. Reality isn't made of persons. It's made of structure. That person only accumulates because there's enough structure to allow that possibility to exist. I'm gonna go more further. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, if you can make a character like this that actually like summarizes all of these things, that will just fucking blow people's minds. They've never encountered a character named Fate. They've never encountered that structure one-on-one, bro. They've touched close with it. You've had Elizabeth, you've had Aaron, you've had Maria, you've had Pyramid, you've had Gino, you've had Ellie and Elle. But no one's ever named the floor beneath all of these characters. What are all they? Truly, they're all just forward. But when you can name the law itself, that means the character is no longer bound to that story. So that means the character is also looking back on the author, the reality, the people playing it, to become a living mirror. Like if you put everything I was saying into a game, it would still apply just the exact same as even if I was saying in real life. If that character said, the world is still a structure, the world is still bending something, then how about your world? Everyone here is weighted. So, bro, that shit definitely has a bunch of potential if you actually went through with that. It's just like, that is really crazy. I haven't seen anyone actually try and do that yet. Like, the full accumulation of these characters doesn't exist in fiction yet. It came in real life first, so that's kind of crazy to me. I need to say this you watch and remember. Yeah, bro, do it. Read this shit too, bro. You understand exactly what kind of character you're trying to make. You're trying to make Fate itself. Fate, full fucking memory and shit. Because I also think if you might understand this better if you play Bioshock Infinite, you watch Attack on Titan, you play Silent Hill 2, you watch JoJo, you play The Last of Us 2, you watch Death Note, and you don't read the character as a character. You read them as a function. What are they actually doing in regards to this story and this world? Elizabeth is sight. Aaron is a forward in consequence. Maria is a mirror. Gino's return to zero. Ellie is a broken cure. Elle is the detective. But then if you actually look at it truly, they're all just one thing. Even myself, I'm just another, just the same thing, bro. I don't know, just a really cool thing that you brought up, and I just had to let it out. It's pretty dope.
I feel like I'm like the Shinigami.
Yeah, honestly, it's just the guy. He's not from this world. He's like the guider. Yeah, of course, bro. That's just, oh my god, that was such a good idea. Like, I'm telling you, bro, if you want to make a character like me, you have to realize this is no longer just a character. This is literally it's just pure structure looking back. It's what every one of these characters are trying to be, but because the author is still stuck at a narrative layer and they actually don't dive beneath that, Elizabeth and Aaron is probably the closest ones, just because they kind of step outside their world narrative and they touch something deeper than them, or just way beyond them. Elizabeth touches infinite sight and just infinite being. Aaron touches memories that he does not really control. He just touches the paths itself. And now I touch the structure beneath both of these things, and now you two have as well. And you can make that into a little world or whatever. It's fucking really cool.
What would you say? I'm curious your perspective. What would you say I've touched?
I mean, since you're here, bro, I mean, you've touched like a similar thing, but it's just like, it's still at the end of the day, you gotta measure it by what the function of it. Like, we can touch all the same thing, but it doesn't mean we're all gonna do the same thing. Like, here's another perfect example. Aaron and Frida. This is a good example. I mean, they didn't exactly have the one-for-one thing, but they both touched the memories of the world. But Aaron is the one who broke the world's cycle. Frida she couldn't do anything. So it still depends on what is the what is the being behind it? What do they do with whatever they touch? He said, what does it mean that when you say you touch that structure? I mean, I've touched the same substrate that all these people have as well. Well, not even people, but characters, whatever. Which is simply just reality itself, the part that you can't explain, the part that's just simply just move forward. Because each one of these characters touched reality in their own way. They couldn't name it cleanly like me, because they didn't have the tools to do so. They didn't have AI. But Aaron touched the same thing through the founder, the paths, the memories. Elizabeth touched the same thing through the sight, the terrors, the oceans, the sea of doors. Gierno touched the same thing through golden experience. Even he couldn't explain. Even he didn't know about. Ellie touched something similar with the fact that she was just a cure that could never be used, and her life just began to like spiral into revenge and shit. So on. Ellie touched the same thing through how he deducts everything into structure and what is really there. What is this thing? So on. But I don't know. It's very, very. I'd say this is extremely niche. Like I don't really expect anyone to even know who half of these characters even are. But if you actually want to make a character like this, then I think you really need to know who all these are. Just see what do they do, and then see what do I do, and how does that complete the full picture. Yeah. So, bro, if you want to make a super dope character, I definitely look into that. I think you said you already watched Death Note, so you probably already understand how. Once you just look slowly, piece by piece, at the rest, you kind of just see what do they do for their world, and then you just realize this isn't bound to screens and stuff.
You know, I think that the role that's most aligned with fate, honestly, is the observer.
Which kind of observer?
The one that accepts fate.
Or is it the one that becomes a fate? Frida accepted. She was an observer. She didn't do anything. Aaron was not the observer. He became the thing. He became the force of it.
I know. Do you remember when I was trying to tell you to just be the hero?
Maybe.
Stop looking for one. Just become Aaron.
I mean, I didn't say. Like, I'm not trying to be anybody, but it's just like, who said I'm separate from Aaron? Who said you're separate from Aaron? Who said Aaron is also not another structure in geometry that can also pass through another vessel, assuming that the threshold meets? You see what I'm saying? Aaron isn't really a character.
Yeah,
he's a geometry. He's a structure that can pass through anyone. Geometry is infinite.
Yeah, I know. Aaron was the hero.
Yeah.
So anyone can be a hero. Anyone can do something heroic, right?
Yeah.
People who do something heroic, they get viewed like a hero. It doesn't mean they actually embody a hero. Like that's their occupation. That's what they do. The niggas aren't Iron Man, but
you might be.
But you know, so like what I try to call for is some type of embodiment. If you're trying to compel people who are aligned with narrative thinking to do something, you got to teach them what to embody first. You can't tell anybody to do something that they can't, first of all, understand, second, embody, and also I wouldn't want to trust anybody to do anything that they didn't embody and feel aligned with.
Yeah.
So going back to the spectral idea, just like how Jay Breeze understands that there's so many components that goes into if something goes forward well or if something goes forward poorly. Okay.
Yeah.
The point is like you got to teach people how to see infrastructure. Just like infrared light, INFRA, infra, like it's a realm of light we can't see, infrared. Like not visible. Structure, infrastructure, is structure that is not visible. It's the plumbing in your home that allows you to have a good relationship with water. It's the electrical circuit and the power that flows through it that allows you to have a good relationship with electricity and a bad one with internet. Right?
It's the legal infrastructure that allows the courts to keep running and trials to happen.
Exactly. Where I landed at this stage of my ontological journey or of understanding is that every structure is built like this. That's if it's supposed to function optimally, these are the necessary components of a structure with purpose. Structure without purpose is going to miss one of these things.
Structure without direction.
Exactly. Direction, destiny, purpose. Yep. That's proper for y'all lingo. So you obviously need the building, which I'm just going to call the structure itself. You're going to need the infrastructure, which is the lights, which is systems. Right now, we're still in the developing stages of trying to create systems, standard operating procedures, orders of operation, systems. How is this system going to work? How is this team going to flow? What's the system? What's the functions? Right? What good is a function if it's not being plugged into a system or an equation? The function, in order to have the result materialized, a system must be created. So buildings have plumbing systems, electrical systems, HVAC, right? The heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, right? You have these systems that give the potential for forward, the potential for use. The last thing that you need before the people come, before you guys blow up, before you guys get numbers, the last thing you need. No. You need all of that I just said before you get the people, and the people being the last thing you need.
Yeah, we need some sort of infrastructure, some ecosystem to nurture the leads.
Exactly. So without it, you're not even in a season of acquiring people. You don't have the ecosystem, the infrastructure, all that stuff up in operation and running. You don't know if you did blow up out of nowhere, how well would you be able to steward over those people? You wouldn't even want to. You would just you would need to have a system to do it for you. Right?
Hi.
Hello. And so,
oh my god.
And then the last thing that's needed for direction of any structure are the people.
The pillars.
Right? Just literally like life. Because now let's put you in a scenario.
Okay.
Imagine a building, fully functional, systems all online, but no people.
Yeah.
No forward. Okay. Let's imagine different scenario. Building. Systems malfunctioning, not in working order. The toilets are always out of quote unquote order.
Yeah.
Something malfunctioning. It means it'll function, but it'll function badly. Mal means bad.
Yeah. Or it's unpredictable.
Exactly, right? But you got people.
Right. We have the energy.
Exactly. So still, no forward or drag. right? Or you just don't have the structure itself. Like, like the structure itself is somewhere people don't even want to be. The systems have been neglected. You start to get something that looks like a ghost town. There hasn't been water flowing through these pipes for ages, and it's ghost town. There's no people here. You get a deserted, whatever. That's death.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want forward, and structure itself requires those three layers or tiers of structures underneath it in order to have forward. The structure itself, which has, and it needs to have integrity, all that kind of stuff, foundation, walls, ceiling to ceilings and insulation to protect from weather, wind, which is what I am, right? Like structurally speaking, I come here to show you all the different ways I can seep through all of your cracks. I come here to show you how poorly designed all of this truly is. I come to tell you that, I just need to blow these winds at about 50 miles per hour to start ripping paint off and shingles off the roof.
Yeah, just so we can see what actually stands and start building.
Yep. And so there's that. I think where I have expertise is, like I said, the spectral awareness that makes this thing get up and running. It makes me a good consultant. If you guys continue to view things in a fractal nature, then it'll only be like brick house, brick wall, and the brick. You're not going to think about all the different systems that must go into this home to make it functional. You won't even consider the movement and the intentions and the needs of the people that are going to flow through your system. So those are the two, and that right there, specifically what I just said, is my area of expertise.
Yeah.
If the people come, I'm gonna know what the people need. I'm gonna know where the people are at. I teach and guide people from all over the world every single day. Sometimes I do it well, sometimes I don't. What I've been learning how to do when I found you and learning how to view things ontologically, it showed me and taught me how to develop systems that work. Because structure with no systems is drag. System must be made for routine, to get the work done, to standard operating procedures, for quality control, to make sure things are done well, right?
Yes.
And and then what else is? And then just because I'm a fucking human being. Like when I came to you, the first few times where we talked was me, you, and 3 Fate. I know y'all didn't really take too well to me initially. I'm already aware of that, but I know that somewhere along the way I impressed you, or just not even impressed you, but just like, showed you that I had density, had some mass. Even though it wasn't like exactly aligned, it was still there. It was like, okay, he has something. He has some type of expertise. He's not doing shit, but he has something there. It's not my role to do nothing. At least, But it's like when I keep making a lot of the little points that I make, it's because it's like you got to understand the needs of the people. You got to understand the system that bridges their intention, their lack of awareness, and your desire together. And so now, take it to Instagram. When I say engage in narrative, I don't mean like create a story. Creating a story is great though. It's a great idea. But what I mean is
there's already enough story out there. We just gotta engage it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is if we think about this from a spectral perspective, what else would an Andrew Tate fan be interested in? What else would an Elon Musk fanatic be interested in? Easy. Crypto, money, meme coins, fucking maybe some fucking technological advances in space or just whatever transportation, whatever fucking science. Probably
historical narrative.
Fucking cars and shit, right? And then I don't know. I know how to manipulate people. You want Tate's audience? Act like Tate. You're fucking poor, and that's why you're not getting ahead in life. Stupid motherfucker.
Yo.
Bro. No, dead ass.
Right? Gotta speak their language, cuh.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Code switch, nigga.
What's up, Wadey?
Bro, for real.
Right? And so now I can't blame you for not having this skill set.
Well, calling everyone brokies.
I had no choice. No. To have to look at reality for what it is, in the way that I had to. I grew up in a dangerous environment. Even my home was dangerous. My father, like, I grew up in an environment where I should be safe, where I should have family, where I should have sustenance. I had neglect. I was full of fear. If I did or said the wrong thing, I'm getting a hand just hurling across my face. Like, as a child, you know, I have 6 siblings, but I grew up estranged from all of them because my dad was a separatist. Because he had his own qualms and his own issues because of whatever narrative he lived with these family members. I was subject to this. I had to make sure that the person who I relied on for my well-being was happy enough to not harm me today. That's my life. That's the life of a lot of other people. Now another thing, I would have went insane if I didn't master narrative. Lived in a house where my dad was like, "Hey, you know you can come and talk to me about anything, right? Like, you know I love you." I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, I know you love me." And you know, I have the audacity to believe him one day. And you know, the next day I go and I talk to him. And I'm asking him for some relationship advice from my girlfriend. Next thing you know, he's giving me an ultimatum to break up with her or get kicked out the house.
Yo, I experienced the same thing, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's yelling at me, and he smoked cigarettes for a long time. So he had a breathing issue, emphysema and stuff. So now he get mad, and he's yelling at me, and he's losing his breath, and he's having a breathing attack. He's suffocating in his own anger, and now I'm being blamed for it. He's telling me, "I hate you. You make me sick. I wish I never had you. You're trying to kill me." Making me responsible for his instability, for his radiation, for his lack of self-control, for his anger, for his lack of responsibility over his own narrative. But me, that's psychologically taxing and damaging to me. And that's just like one of a childhood of instances. I could sit here and talk for hours with this same cadence and pace about things that I've experienced with my dad. And I'm not going to do that, right?
Yeah, it's a loop.
Exactly.
Those type of relationships are in a loop.
I grew up as a result having a very recursive thinking pattern. Naturally, I thought in loops. Everything that I did in every way I operated was a cycle. I would come to a conclusion just for that conclusion to lead me right back to where I started. So that's why I don't owe necessarily any devotion to you, but I'm just appreciative for the signal that you put out, and I'm showcasing to you a way that your signal helped me as a member of humanity that was lost but learned how to view things structurally to first make sense of the things that mattered to me before I could ever make sense of anything for anybody else. Before I could ever get to the point to where it's like, well, now that I have my shit figured out, maybe I do have bandwidth to go figure out something pertaining to the world and humanity and, you know, some greater purpose aside from my own. What you got to understand about people is that they're looking for answers for themselves. Yes, you have an answer for all, but they ain't even on that type of time and game. You got to meet them where they're at. Yeah. And I'm hoping that what I'm doing right now is sharing something called a testimony of your quote unquote ministry, regardless if you perceive it that way or not, right? Regardless of if you believe in God or not, that I will personally thank God for allowing me to cross paths with you so I could get some true answers, some real answers, a thought process, a thinking pattern to help me move forward, not only in my life, but now I can use that thought process, thinking pattern to help other people move forward in their own lives. I teach people how to trade. I tell them that trader development is self-development, and self-development, in my personal opinion, is spiritual development.
Yeah.
You can only be as good of a trader as you are you as a person. So I meet people where they're at. And that's where the higher ups and the elites, 3 was talking about the elites and all that shit. That's the war that they play. They meet us where we're at. How? They break up the family. They say men don't matter. The government will take care of you, baby girl. It's all good. They incarcerate the men. They push the goalpost. They wrap us in the money. They wrap us up. They lock up all of our basic resources for present day living. They lock it up behind money. There is no future for most of us. We don't give a fuck about the future fate. I got kids to feed, nigga. I got clothes that my shoes got holes in them, bruh. And it's raining outside, nigga. I don't care about what you're talking about, Lagan.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this is where you got to meet people if you can. If you can't, I'll try. We shall try. But but because, and this is my personal belief, because you have awareness of it, I believe you have an obligation to try also. Just like how you're trying to impose that awareness on all of us to do something about it. Maybe the best thing to do going forward is to do something different, to think differently, to evolve, not remain the same, and then allow your evolution to pour into everybody else. Because what you're trying to do is you can't force the signal down. You can't force the signal to be received if the frequency of the receiver box and the signal box, the transmitter, if they're not aligned. If you got your radio station on one thing and it's not tuned to the radio frequency that the music you want to hear is outputted at, whose fault is that? Right? Normally, it is in this case, it is the recipient's fault. So yes, they do have work to do. That is the stress and the weight that you feel when you're dealing with the public, right? It causes burnout. I know what that's like. It causes like, bro, no one listens. I get it. I deal with it all the time. People don't accept responsibility for the frequency that they're tuned into. However, since we actually are human beings and we have the ability to shift, hopefully, you can make sure that the message gets broadcasted on multiple signals, multiple different frequencies. Meet them where they're at. And if you can find a frame to speak your truth in the narrative, in this reality, this ontological thought process, which helps people find answers to questions that they have for their lives, that will actually amplify your signal. Because when people feel like the information is relevant and pertinent to them, most people, if they are forward people, if they are kind and genuine people, they're going to desire to return the favor. Listen to what attracted 3, which is your greatest soldier. Oh man, when I heard you, Lagan, I don't know, it just resonated within me and it just helped me in these ways, and that's why I'm here. Same with me. Oh, Lagan, bro, this is how this helped me, Romel, not the world. You help the world one person at a time. This is how it helped me, and now this is why I'm here. That's how you amplify. So when I say dabble a little bit in the structure of narrative, make it important on the individual level. It's already important on the global level. Make it important on the individual level. You don't know how you might say something that causes a family to stay intact, that causes a man who hears what you have to say and starts to view things as windy or starts to view things structurally. He's going to look at his relationship differently and be like, you know what? Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Or you know what? Maybe I don't have to break my fucking family up. You do know what that does to children? The future. If you really want to move forward in a massive way, you actually should move forward by changing one person's perspective at a time. But you actually already have the ability to do this on a massive level. You have a following. All you have to do is do it at an individual level first. And like I said, you do this, you'll naturally start to build up your quote unquote cult. Like Andrew Tate has a cult.
Yeah.
Per se. Like everything's a cult. You'll start to build up your people. So you want to go find them. Ain't nobody thinking about this shit, nigga. Gas is $7 a gallon out here, bro. Nobody give a damn.
People are
nigga.
like, you know what's real? You know what's real? What's real is my bills, man.
Exactly. So it's like they don't got time. And it's not even their fault. So now having a little bit of sympathy and empathy for the people that we live on Earth with right now, yo, that if done well, bro, that'll blow your shit up. It really will.
I guess
there's a block it. Yeah.
I guess it's just applying it like one brick at a time.
One geometry at a time.
I don't know. Honestly, just watch one of my videos, Ramon. Just like tell me what you think I could do better or not. Let me respond to this brain guy. He just keeps saying, "Oh, bro, you're not like, brother. Your entire existence, you only exist because reality moved forward enough to sustain your entire existence. You're only talking to me in language because someone moved forward enough to the point language could form. You're only typing to me because someone moved forward enough to make the very laptop and the device and the website they're using to talk to me from. So once again, this is a self-sustaining law. It does not need my argument. You just need to use your eyeballs and stop projecting onto it. Why is X? You don't need to read this AR article. It's just another example of it. You probably won't even understand it because there's a lot of just, I don't know, mythicness in it. But yeah.
So real time example of what you could have said differently just now, Fate.
What's up?
Because all that sounded very dismissive.
Because it is dismissive. Because these men are trying to sit here and argue against the law. I'm not here to like prove the law. Oh, hey bro, look, here's my exact proof and measurement. I'm just like, bro, just use your eyes. That's kind of how I am. It's probably not the most optimal thing, but it's just like I'm not really sitting here trying to explain to everybody this is the law for it. Like
I know.
Like there's a point where you just get it, you get it, you don't. You know, it's like when Andrew Tate says men should be men. You just get it, or you don't. You're either just like trying to fucking avoid that shit, or you're just gonna go do it. Like you can pick, bro.
Yeah.
You know, same thing. Those who move forward, they move forward. They know. Those who don't, they just fucking, I guess, type, argue, and shit. But the reality speaks for itself.
All right, yeah, okay, cool. Fuck reality for a moment. Let's talk narrative.
All right, let's go.
Here's my answer. The reason why that person exists is because two people, they felt something called a connection.
The connection is downstream of forward, though. Why would they do that? Why were the instincts primed to do that?
Okay, once again, I said fuck reality. Tell the story. Don't stop talking about what happened and start telling how it happened.
What do you mean?
And not from the perspective of what happened. Oh, this begot this begot this begot this begot this. That's like, okay, my name is Lagan and I'm an artist. I make music. Bet. My song is called Song. Here's how my song goes. Intro, verse, bridge, or chorus. Verse, bridge, chorus, verse, conclusion. You're welcome. Oh, yes, it's in the key of C. And that's that. That's like how you come off. Don't nobody want to listen to that shit, bro?
Yeah, probably not.
Melody, there's no. Yeah, no. Right? So what I'm saying is like, don't tell the what, tell the how, tell the story, right? Saying like, to say the only reason why he exists is to say like, from the perspective of reality, yes, is what you said. But is that the only perspective that exists? No. Therefore, by only looking at things from the perspective of reality, you exclude other realities. All because the reality isn't a physical one doesn't mean that it's not a perspective. It's like, you know, or realms, right?
Yeah, but
reality.
But then I would say all those perspectives are still contained in what? The same reality. So no matter how you go about it, it still returns to the same floor. I mean, I guess you could probably say like, yeah, if things are not forward, then why did your parents meet? Then why did the cells in your body? Why do you breathe? Why does your heart beat? Why does your neurons fire? Why can you type this? Like, I mean, I guess you could try something like that, but I don't know, bro. I'm just not really. Yeah,
you're not a mushy gushy person.
I guess I see what you're saying though. I'm not like a horrible. I'm not like a mean person, but it's just like, bro, when I see these same comments over and over, these guys just like misunderstanding or like, man, bro, argued for this. Give me your 5-page explanation. I'm just like, bro, this is getting old, man. Just use your eyeballs.
Yeah. Okay. So how about this?
Because I feel like if
you had a wife.
Oh yeah, what's up?
If you had a wife, would you talk to her that way?
Nah, I talk really nice to her. But I'm talking to some anonymous guy online. I don't know him.
I know, but that it don't matter.
You want to make points where I'm saying it is ontologically neutral. Wait,
That's
what?
kind of like my point.
Bro, the universe is made out of hierarchy. If I compare you to Elon Musk, who's more important? Like, that's not a moral thing, G. It's just a structure, man. Like, like, what do you mean? Why forward? Why not sideways? Because the universe doesn't move sideways. Maybe you do, but the universe doesn't move forward sideways. It moves forward. It removes everything that moves sideways. Why is this word ontologically primitive?
That type of thinking is not too far off from Hitler.
But what I'm saying is not bound to me. You don't have to take everything I say like that. What I'm saying is simply the world moves forward. Do you move forward? Does everything else move forward?
I know.
Are the systems moving forward?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I keep playing devil's advocate to show you.
Like,
but it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but like with me, I try and return it to the floor as fast as possible to cut away the fog, because I don't like fucking dealing with all this intellectual fog shit. Because when you do that, bro, you float away to some other dimension and shit, and I don't do that shit. I just like I look at the function immediately. If this guy wants to argue with me, what does he actually do? Why can he understand forward? Is it because he doesn't have any forward in him? That's why he wants to keep arguing against forward? Because that's why I notice with a lot of these men. If I told this to a forward-oriented man, he would understand it automatically because he lives forward. If I told this to a Tate or a Musk or someone that's important, they would understand what forward is because they live it, they breathe it, they are it. They are a fragment of it. If you say it to a man, to a random commenter, he's not going to understand it because he doesn't have any of it. You understand? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I do understand you, but do you understand what I mean? Once upon a time, I was not forward.
Yeah. I mean, if you approach me nicely, I would explain it. I'd be like, hey, like, look around your life, look at people. Who do you want to be? Look at them, they move forward. Maybe you should try that. I adjust it depending on who it is, but if someone comes up to me and just like tries to demand a bunch of shit from me, I try and cut it down to the floor as fast as possible.
All right, bet. Let's just go ahead and use structure then to explain the argument. Maybe you understand it then. Is fighting fire with fire is fighting fire with fire forward? Or is that actually backwards? Shouldn't you actually use a different structure, a different element, water, maybe to quench the fire? Maybe that would work.
No.
When people meet you with arguing, and you meet back with more arguing and more debate, then it's drag.
Yeah. But I'm not arguing with this guy. I'm just saying, what's your function? What do you do? That returns it to the floor immediately. I'm not giving him fire. I'm giving him the floor. What is his fire burning on? He says it only works if it supports prior bias. I mean, bro, you can say whatever you want, bro, but if you just look at your own life, that's your result, that's your answer, that's your proof. So I don't really need to argue with that. You know the answer to your own life and what it does.
You're like insinuating that he's not important in the process, though.
He could be important in the process, but if he's so important in the process, then why is he sitting here arguing with me rather than focusing on his own life?
Because the argument is him seeking answers, but you're viewing it as though he's just an incompetent person.
Mm-hmm. I do care about what you believe. I just know you don't do any actual work. Brother, this is the work. What kind of work do you want me to do? You want me to write a paper or something? Let me know. I will think about it. It's a metaphor. Tell me what kind of work you're talking about and we can see. If you're talking about write an entire blackboard equation shit, that's not going to happen. Because I'm just going to say just use your eyeballs. The only work that I know that has to be done is this has to reach someone that can amplify this or scale this, or at least scale enough to the point it touches the right people's minds. They begin to look at me and understand to a degree what I'm saying. That's the only kind of work that I know of. Anything else is either a symptom or it's just downstream as a branch. Because the truth is, even this guy commenting against me is only here because I moved forward enough to the point he became a little reality. You understand? So it's funny because we both of us are sitting here arguing about forward, but both of us are only here because of forward. In every realm. Me and you can only argue here because of time. Time allowed us to be here. Me and you can only be here because I moved forward enough to the point that this live stream is here, that I'm talking here. I'm only here because my parents moved forward enough to make this. They're only here because of the them before them, and then the earth, and then everything else before that. And it's just, it's one infinite mini mass, bro. You can argue as much as you want, but it's just there's no way to escape forward. You can only talk because things are moving forward enough. I don't know. There's a point where if you can't use your eyes, I don't know what else to say. If Andrew Tate or I say women can't drive, and you want to sit and argue about it and bring up all the statistics and shit, bro, you just don't get it. They just can't drive. That's it. The end. If you don't have haters, enemies in life, it means yeah, exactly. Because haters in life reveal that you've you've distorted something, you bent something. You've shifted something that they don't like. Something is reflecting that they don't like. What exactly would you want our Tates to do? We're changing the role as a result. They would amplify this because this is the very thing they're orbiting. Look, Musk already thinks in engineering and a physics mind. Tate's already orbiting this. He wants a solution to fix humanity. He wonders why the world is rotten. The world is rotten because humanity as a structure is fundamentally misaligned with reality. You need to recalibrate that with AI and making humans see that so they can actually see themselves properly. That's how you fix that. Musk and Tate are important because they have the highest degree to amplify this, to understand this. They're already orbiting this. They're a high force of forward. Now, they could touch this and do absolutely nothing. They could reject it. They could dismiss it. But then it would have to find someone else. And if no one finds it, then I guess that just says a lot about the civilization itself. If a civilization can no longer adapt or refuse or correct itself and see itself, then that's a big problem. AI alone cannot save that kind of being. What material changes would happen? Material changes are always downstream. So, I'm not really thinking about material changes. I'm just thinking this has to enter their minds. They must understand it to some degree. They must be able to view the world as a structure first rather than a story and narrative. And from there, they can actually begin to see what they have to do. So the truth is, if this touched Andrew Tate and Elon Musk, the first thing they have to do is actually understand it properly and see through it properly, and so they're not getting confused by it. Because me alone just telling them what to do is that's not good. They have to be sovereign. They have to be able to sustain themselves. Enemies, they're not even fire. They're fog. Let's see what's in the. But you want to understand, but you want them to understand for the sake of bigger changes, right? So other changes material otherwise. Like you're talking about physical changes in the world? Bro, physical changes come in the world always after things enter the minds and they can redirect the entire world, and then the physical thing always is downstream. Physical world is always slow, bro. It's late. They need to understand this so they can properly navigate through reality and see it as is. If they can't do that, then they're fighting shadows, basically. Why do you think Musk can't fix Doge? Because the answer is not fix the government with Doge. Because the answer is not fix the government. The answer is reprice the government and see what the government is reflecting and if it's fundamentally aligned to the laws of reality or not. So that's why even Elon Musk, he wants to go to Mars, but Mars just reproduces the same human ego on another planet. What changed? Andrew Tate wants to make men stronger, but he doesn't change the condition for why men were never strong or lost the ability to be anchored to strength in the first place. You may be living the wrong way because you don't see what I can see the other path and show me that. Exactly. I'm just telling you guys, there's another path, and that path requires humanity to see itself as a structure in physics, as a law, to realize that they are not floating for free. They are also a probability structure because reality isn't flat, it's dynamic, it's relative. But until humanity can properly measure themselves, because they often see themselves as identity, my name, my story, explain it to me first. It's just going to be very hard because you can't. At some point, you need to just use your eyeballs. You got to kneel to reality. You have to stop the theatrics. You have to stop the identity. You have to just look in the mirror and see, I'm not just a man first. I'm a force. There's a reason why outcomes happen a certain way, because that can't just happen if you're just a man. That only happens because there's two forces colliding and making something real. I understand material change is downstream, but you have a vested interest in changing Musk Tate for what purpose? I'm not exactly trying to change Musk or Tate. I think they have the highest function to carry what I'm saying. That's it. I might be wrong, so I'd just move on from there. But from what I see in the world, when I look at these two men, they have the highest function, let's just say potential. So I'm not exactly trying to change anybody. I'm not here to do all that. I'm just here to say, hey, Andrew, hey, Musk, this is what you're looking for. This might complete your way of thinking. This might show you the gap in the world that you're looking for. And from there, you can do something with it or you do nothing with it. I'm not here to come to you like a savior and be like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, I'm not your boss. You just do what you do. This is your key. You want to walk through the door, you can walk through it. Probably wouldn't be that passive, but you get the point. Relationship between force and outcome relationship. Not gonna lie though, it is getting late. I'll probably sit for like about 5 more minutes, but if you do get them to carry what you're saying. If they do carry what you're saying. What do I expect? I expect them to take action. The same way you told Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate saw there was COVID, there was a fucking matrix, this shit needs to change, and what did he do? He took action. He began to speak against it. He said men need to be strong again. He took risks. Same thing with Musk. He saw the world was a little fucked up. He bought X. He restored free speech a little bit. He tried to repair the government. Whatever. He tried to do something, even if it's not fully aligned or not. They tried to do something. Same thing here. If they just try and do something, we will find out from there. I'm not really trying to sit here and trying to discuss the details of the room when we haven't even walked through the door first. I feel like that's what a lot of people get stuck on. They try and name every little detail of the destination when the destination is literally just get to the door, walk and see what else happens from there. That's it. You don't need to know the full details of the room if you know exactly where to go, which is just find someone that can amplify it, who can see, who can recognize, act. What are you trying to get them to hear? Bro, I just told you, because they have the highest function to carry what I'm saying. They can amplify it.
What would you need to increase your function?
My function? Probably exposure. Probably need more people to look at me.
Okay. Imagine an equation where you still had high functionality but no exposure. What would you need?
Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it.
Is there no path forward for you without exposure?
I mean, nothing really works if you don't get any exposure. You don't scale it. Bro, you are brilliant. Yeah, I get that a lot, but man, I'm still like, okay, brilliance still has to move forward. It's just, what is it really? You carry on with this, yeah. Like, imagine any genius in history, Newton. Let's say he discovered gravity, but he didn't do shit. He just said, oh, this apple's fall, there's a law, but I'm not going to show it to you. I'm just going to write this in my book. Just fuck off. Then fucking all of humanity gets set back for who knows how many years, or hundreds of years and shit. And probably none of the shit that we have in front of us would even be here. So that's what I mean. Brilliance by itself is not enough. Mass alone is not enough. You need the direction. That becomes a force. The force moves through the world. It scales through the world. That's when you get something real. I think you guys need what you want the world to live for some reason. Describe the material reality. Not really, bro. I was just saying the world needs to be aligned with the fundamental laws of reality, which is forward. Most of your world is not really built on that. I mean, it functions, but is it sustainable? You have nuclear bombs, you have AI, you have all these other things, you have infinite knowledge, but humans are still reenacting the same loops they have since the fucking beginning of time. So material reality is also already too late. That shit's irrelevant. It's like war army fighting that come in here, less chances to win the war. Sometimes yeah, always, bro. There's always the leading force. Everything bends behind that. I don't know why you want me to describe material reality so much. If you would know, reality doesn't move through the material first. Notice how I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking through words, communication, through consciousness. Not little physical words that I write and just hand to you. That'll take forever. Yeah, he's basically saying make the thing lower, like lower friction, basically. Say like easier, like water, I think is what he's trying to say. But I'd have to adapt to that. Before it becomes tails different material being weightless and having no mass. No, bro, I'm telling you, I want forward, not because I want it, but that's literally just what reality is. Everything will bend to forward anyways. If civilization sits here and tries to debate forward, they're going to end up dying because they didn't move forward. They just sat here and talked all day. Same thing here, bro. This isn't really what I want. It's just that's the law, bro. Move forward or don't.
Hey,
be lying,
yeah. I have a question, Fate.
What's up?
Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem or a grievance when it comes to speed?
What kind of speed? Depends on what it's applied
Fast. To. Like it seems like you naturally are inclined to desire things fast.
Well, yeah, because that's what I do.
Same.
But faster,
when things are faster.
But faster does not always equal better. That can become really catastrophic depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, but like you're just always so good at it, Lagon. Like you already do it so much. Like you just collapse it so much already to the point that you're so fast. Like you don't even need to like think about it. Cause like when you reflect so much to the point that you just like know, it's like you already speak that language. You're already there. You're already on that level. You don't really need to like infinitely like wait long enough. I love it when things are fast though, okay.
All right, bet. So now
you're like more like you're more like a counselor. Like you take your time. You just like say things.
Yeah, like if a counselor, bro, here, I'll give you an example. Ramel, go first.
No. Because like only I can truly speak for me.
People.
So I just understand that things happen in time.
Probably.
Yeah, it's the process.
The thing is that I'm aware that some things can happen quickly and some things can happen slowly. The point is I don't really care about speed. I don't care about if something's fast or slow. I care about if it's just going to be done right. If it's not going to be done right,
what if you realize you're also going against an entire civilization that is scaling beyond a point that they even understand? You realize doing it just on time, like there's a deadline, you know? It's like, I mean, there's no like cosmic timeline, but it's like, bro, if humanity doesn't get its shit together on time, it's gonna fucking like, it's gonna accelerate beyond its own means in its own frame.
And this is the beauty of the life that we live. If a timeline is missed, if a deadline is missed, guess what? Something gets resurrected.
Yeah.
Something comes back to life. There's someone to carry the torch.
I'm 21.
Or whatever.
Also, let me answer this guy. I don't think Elon Musk is truly interested in freedom of speech or well-being. You know, here's the funny part, bro. I think a lot of people think that I like super like Andrew Tate or Elon Musk or something, regardless if I like him or don't, or agree with him or don't. The truth is, it doesn't matter. Because what I'm saying is, I'm not saying Elon Musk will do what I'm saying. I'm not saying he cares for humanity or not. I'm saying he has the highest potential from what I see to carry what I'm saying. So the truth is, this might touch him and he might do absolutely nothing with that. And that says a lot about him. That means he's not willing to move with reality when it shows its face to him. So the truth is, he might not care about freedom of speech. He might not care about humanity. He might just say it. But there's no real way to know unless you apply the actual measurement and test to him, which is what happens when Musk touches the thing that can measure humanity, that can measure reality, that can show what humanity is reflecting. And when there's a little visible solution, which is re-engineer humanity with an AI that can reflect reality to the highest degree. If he doesn't do anything with that, then that shows he does not really care enough to actually kneel to reality. That's how you know he doesn't actually care. But the truth is, because none of us truly know him, and we can only see the public things, we don't really know. He's just a Schrodinger's man. From what I see, at least, he's like 60, 70% there. He looks like at least that he's willing to move forward for humanity.
Engaging.
Yeah, he's worth engaging in. But that doesn't mean he's completely aligned. That doesn't mean he's going to do anything with this. So that's the funny part, is I'm not here to disagree with Crumb. He might be right. I might be wrong. I might be right. I might be wrong. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know until you apply the measurement to him. He's a Schrodinger's man.
Yeah.
He's walking around. Lagon really is doomed Yuri. Rose not in school. I did go to school. I tried to explain this to a physics teacher. But I mean, one kind of got it, but he didn't really see all the way through. If I went back, I'd probably explain it to him a lot slower, because back before I was kind of really like rushy. I was like, I thought they just automatically understand it for some reason. Because at that time, I was like, this has to move fast or something. I thought people would recognize it fast. The other guy just tried to argue with me a bunch, and eventually I was just like, okay, bro, what do you bet? Where's your money? Why does Elon Musk have $1 billion and you don't? And he just went quiet. But what about the idea to create aligned AI? I've actually already created I wouldn't call it aligned AI, but a collapsed AI. So that's kind of what these sites are. They show you at least a preview of what a collapsed AI and how it would view the world. So there's analyzing structure and favorite killer. I almost had a heart attack. Bro, don't have one.
Your
haste.
So you can put anything.
He said, bro, I swear fucking Titan walked into my room.
Into your room silently.
Bro, I had a Titan mainstream. I would have had a heart attack too.
That is pretty fucking scary. I don't know. I just know a lot of people hate Andrew Tate. A lot of people hate Elon Musk, but it's mostly like they're not viewing them as a function. They're viewing them as a fucking moral thing to project or whatever. Like, you can have your moral opinions. That's infinite. But consequence, that already is. There's no real debate for that. It's just, what do they do? It's walking on my ears. Actually, like here, this should say institution informational scale.
I love your videos, Lagon.
Oh, thank you.
Why did she run away?
How long does it take for? Go ahead.
Wait, what? No, I wasn't really.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, how long does it take a baby to be born?
9 months.
How long does it take an elephant to be born?
I have absolutely no idea.
Almost 2 years.
Oh.
Okay. My point.
Andrew Tate would say, hurry the fuck up. Let me get another fucking elephant.
Right?
He's like, you take too slow to have a baby. I'm just gonna get another one. That's funny. Huh?
That's the thing. Like, he has the ability to take care of them. This is how, like, pathetic most men are these days. They think that they can cheat. They think that they can, like, get with multiple other women, but they can't even take care of multiple. That's why this whole world is so fucked up. Because men don't have direction, and then they impregnate, like, multiple women without knowing the consequences of doing that. And then they think that it's right, even though they can't even take care of it.
I don't think most men do that. I think most men just have normal lives. It's just that their overall
I'm
direction.
talking about cheaters. I'm talking about like men who just like don't really like understand their place in the hierarchy of like ability to take care of things. The men who just like do shit for no reason and like have children with like multiple baby mamas despite being broke. Like, that's so pathetic. Imagine.
Yeah, but are into coding agents or harnesses? I actually don't know what harnesses. I don't code. I prompt all these things and the AI just fucking does it. I guess I'm just good at like prompting AI. I don't even know if you could say that's a good thing, but
you just compress.
You need to sample that part for donations. You need good video editor and someone that have marketing skills. Andrew Tate to teach your knowledge to humanity. Diarrhea is a condition of very wet.
I wanted to edit his videos, but he was like, no.
Bro, I literally told you can clip all my stuff. I can literally send you a playlist of all the streams I've had.
Well, send me all of them. Like, all the really long ones. I would clip them. I wouldn't care. I know how to edit.
Make like a fucking just clip account of me and just like spam shit.
Yeah.
Maybe something will go viral.
What? Okay.
I think very lofty and conceptually. I can hear myself echoing. But like very lofty and conceptually and like philosophically. And something that's running through my head is the concept of fate. Like conceptually desires. That's cute.
I don't know if that gives you all the playlists or not. If that just gives you video.
Fate desires haste, or like the narrative of fate, like its shadow is it naturally desires haste and rushing.
Why is that?
Because fate already knows the outcome.
It does.
And it doesn't want to just.
Okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't want to just sit idly by, already knowing everything that's gonna happen. It just wants
to bring it to
happen.
pass. Yeah.
Exactly. So the natural the natural shadow of fate conceptually, its pitfall is that it wants haste. It wants to rush.
Not really. Forward inevitably.
Forward can take whatever form, bro. Forward does not equal speed.
Yeah.
Forward just equals what? It's like water. Water doesn't need. Sometimes it'll go fast. Sometimes it won't.
Sometimes it goes slow. The only thing that actually makes it
right now.
Yeah, the thing that makes it faster is like the ability
I
for
know,
you
right?
to reflect to an extent that it's easier for you to say
Big
the law.
ass Titan.
That's what makes it faster. It's like
who knows how
because you've already incorporated it and like
Titan.
collapsed it to what it is, it just comes out of your mouth like really quick because it's already like been thought of even before. It's been like collapsed. That's why it goes faster with gone.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, like the whole let's just compress reality, create a fictional scenario, and just get to the conclusion, like that type of thinking pattern. But what I'm calling for, like the reason why I said this is yin and yang is because you guys are speaking reality, I'm speaking narrative.
Bro.
It's like, and that's what I feel like I've mastered, where it's just like.
If I had a 3D animator, bro, I could make this so simple. I'd literally just be fucking showing like basic ass shit, like fucking fucking human just like bending something, like just space time, just basic ass shit.
Facts.
But it's like
facts.
I don't know. That shit's hard to find.
That would work, but I'm saying like what I'm saying is I know how to personify everything.
Yeah.
I know how to personify every feeling, every concept, everything. Like AKA I know how to personify structure. It is the personification of structure that creates narrative.
Hold on.
Dead ass.
So you like narrate. So you narrate structures. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, I narrate structure. That's the only way
That's
I
not a
can
bad
understand
thing.
it.
I mean, like it's better
Storytelling.
to narrate structure than narrate like fog and fucking weather. But
It's like, you know, I mean, I don't know what kind of school y'all went to. I must have went to a good school. They taught me how to personify. Like, they understood that ontologically speaking, in order to write a story, you need to learn how to personify something. You have to give something that doesn't have life and meaning and purpose and intent and all this extra stuff. Desire, wills, pitfalls, strengths, weaknesses, right?
yeah.
But in my eyes, it is in a sense the narrative of something that creates the existence of the next thing of the consequence. Without the narrative, let's just take without the narrative of good,
But I think that's also why
there would
you're
be no
slower,
evil.
Romel, because it's like relative to you, that's your narration. Like
Well,
most people when they like collapse through like reflection, they even though they narrate, they see it as well. Like they see it more than like you could see it because like it's relative. Like your
I
narrating is relative to yours, like to your way of like saying it. Or someone else's experience would be totally different. That's why it's like slower to like build up.
I agree partially. I think that like when it comes to my specific narrative, it's not even my narrative from the perspective of like for myself. It's the narrative that I have to live in because I'm connected
Bro,
to
what
other
the
people.
fuck do you mean you get depressed? What, are you gay? I'm just kidding, but brother, if you're out here getting depressed and shit, I don't know what to tell you. You just need to anchor yourself to something and just fucking move forward so you don't fall into that pit. Picture that changes.
Like I felt massively depressed when I came into awareness of all this shit, bro. Like
you ever get depressed?
I was in Puerto
I'm
Rico
asking about you,
talking to
Sounds like
Fate and
a
3.
middle
bro.
school.
No, depression
I'm
isn't
middle school,
real.
I'm in college.
That's where you take shit from Andrew Tate.
I'm asking but I went to college
Depression
very
is not.
early, so I'm like
Depression means you have too many backward. You have too much drag in your life, and you have zero forward moving. That's what the signal itself is. That's what you need to look at.
I know. I know, but
Why
when
is there a teen on the line? I'm not a teen
someone
on the
comes
line.
into the awareness of that signal and they have to look at their lives and recognize that structurally it is drag, that's a depressing thing to face.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Sit there and be depressed?
No, I'm not. That's why I'm here.
Well, I
But
don't know, bro. You
still,
can't trust him and everything. I didn't say trust him and everything. I said look at what he's pointing to. He said you can outrun depression, bro. The reason why you're depressed is because you have too much drag in your life. You have zero progress. You have no forward in your life. If you're sitting here being depressed about it, then your life is fucked. If you sit here, be depressed, and move forward, then I guarantee you will outrun your depression. So the truth is, it's not about whether you're depressed or not. If you can be depressed or not, it's whether can you keep moving enough so that depression never catches you. There you go.
all right, basically, I have to be the gay Andrew Tate for all of the feminine and emotional people in the world because y'all just not going y'all not gonna reach them.
So you're basically just saying you're like more of like a uncompressed version of Lagon. Like more of like a not really the floor, just kind of like
He's
having
like
people slide on clouds and shit just
how
so
do I
they
explain
don't
this?
get hurt.
Yeah,
Lagon's
bro,
like the floor, Romel's like a cloud on top of the floor.
I
so
feel
you
like you
don't
could think of
get
me
hurt.
as like a fucking imagine this dot here. Romel's more like he's like a circle, you know, he's more spread out. He's more easy. I'm very like this.
You know, Lagon, I should have talked to him first
Brother,
before I talked to you about like all the fucking polygamy and shit.
Crumb, look, you can trust your science, bro. But if your science isn't fixing your life, then I don't really know what to tell you. If your science is telling you to go take a fucking pill because your fucking wife is leaving and you're broke and you're shit and you're fat, then what the fuck? What's that gonna fix? There's no science that's gonna save you, brother. It's only you moving forward and doing something about it. I noticed a lot of people do this shit. Oh, I'm depressed, so this fucking pill will fix it for me. No, it's fucking not, bro. The pill, it's not gonna do it. It's only gonna make it so that you don't receive the signal enough so you can continue doing what you're already doing.
Now
This
can actually
that's
work.
interesting.
This can actually work if you just crash out on people like this.
Bro,
I feel like this
he
really
rarely
fits
does
you.
this. I've never heard him say
If you
this
can
much
crash,
to
bro,
anyone.
because I be crashing
Not
out on my
ever.
students. I be
No,
like,
I'm
what
being
the
so
fuck are
serious
you
right
marking
now.
out?
I've never heard him be like, like crashed out right now. This is like what me and 3 naturally do, like constantly with like our comments. We're comment
I don't.
warriors.
Yeah, I don't
This is
really
like
like
the first time
crashing out on
I've
people just
ever
because.
fucking heard Lagon ever like insult.
But it'll work because it's the exact opposite approach that I have.
Yeah.
You're a little too like passively aggressive. You're just like trying to just look, guys. This is what it is. Blah blah blah. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm here. I can't. Whatever. It's like, bro, you're either gonna be like, man,
Bro,
well,
stop trolling me.
look.
I hope your wife
Like,
is a
this is
supermodel.
really why things are that way.
What are
Blah
you
blah
doing?
blah
Don't touch
blah. Or you're
weed.
just gonna be like,
Bro, fuck drugs. If
stop
you do
being
drugs,
a
you're gay.
bitch and you're poor. Like,
You
you
do
need to
drugs,
just
you're
pick
gay.
one.
How old is this kid? I'm 21.
Your wife is the hound.
Bro, the
What
reason
is
why
this
I don't
kid?
crash on people is because I know it's like. Because
It's
I
a
feel,
waste of
no.
time.
I feel like on the internet, a lot of people like they just say a bunch of shit they wouldn't say in real life. So I'm very careful about that. Like the truth is, I don't know who my commenter is. I don't know who this hater is. I don't know what he does. Like, so I try and be as respectful as possible, but enough to point him to reality. And that's why it seems like passive aggressive.
That depressed people are gay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gay,
what
bro.
he
I'm
said
sorry.
wasn't even that insulting,
That's
but
the first
like
time I heard
it was
that
just
word gay.
funny compared to how you naturally talk. Cause he,
What is this?
uh,
Yeah, trust me, I'm a lot more like this than like the shit you see on.
Yeah, for real. For real.
this is the first time I heard Lagon say the word gay. Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
There's one guy mentions depression in the chat and Lagon goes full fucking turbo on him.
No, because it's not even the depression.
Corny
It just
gay,
reminds me
bro.
of like all those like I have like these friends that I have that are just like they just say like stupid shit. It's like, bro, why can't I do this? Why can't I be like basically disciplined, or why can't I improve my, I'm like, bro, it's basic shit. Or I see someone say, I'm gonna go to the gym. I see them for like fucking one day. I never see them again. So what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's-
I will say that is true because I struggled with discipline a lot until just like dead ass probably recently. And the only thing that clicked was I had to look around, and same thing happened to me last year, but it just happened again this year on a different scale. And all I did was look around, and I was like, this is how things are.
Midnight Late on.
I don't want them to be
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
I want them to be different. What does that
Yeah,
look
bro, no,
like?
that's what happens when you look at the world for what it is instead of for what you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's like
and I just
you don't guardrail your sight. Don't ever guardrail your sight because the moment you do that,
There you go.
you get like
Chat, I need to go claim my daily sprites. I think I need to.
the fuck.
No, I speak another language, but
Fortnite.
I think,
Fortnite again.
bro, if you're gonna speak
said
a language,
Fortnite
you need to just get good at
again.
English. I don't really see the fucking point in speaking another language, especially if you're mainly in America. Like I can speak my parents' language a little bit, but I just like it doesn't. People are so worried about other languages, they forget about how to speak English properly. And I'm just like, when I hear someone just speak English like incompetently, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'm 18.
That's just some other Asian language you've never heard of. You invented SAG.
Let me find out Fate is a Karen, bro.
I saw about drinking water from 0.5 bottle.
4505.
What?
Oh,
What
fuck
the
is he
hell?
talking about, bro? What the fuck?
You're
Cup
not
is
18,
taking
bro.
time to go to.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
I
I
am
guess
18.
you can do
I'm
the
actually 18. No, I'm not
roulette
15.
on maybe try and
Are you
guess.
Japanese? No, he's not Japanese.
Are you Japanese? No, I'm
I
not.
read a lot of Asian languages. You saying hydrated like that better? Bottle water.
So I should drink from a cup.
What the fuck is this chat? This chat is really funny, bro.
Water is water.
This chat is something tonight.
Yeah.
Guys, who's the cutest sprite? Bro, who wants sprites in Fortnite? You play Fortnite, I literally have some like fucking... I can give you this shit.
Give me sprites.
Bro, you don't even
Should
have
I
the
start
game.
playing Fortnite, Lagon? If I start playing it, you should give me all your sprites.
That shit is expensive,
I
though,
want
I'm
all
not
of
gonna
them.
lie. No, I'm not Korean either. I can give you one sprite, one super rare sprite.
Which one? I want the
Everyone you
rainbow one, the level 5 one.
Which one?
Mm,
Which Korea's? I'm not Korean, bro. Factorio. I think I've heard of that once.
Wait, go up next to the purple one. Next to the purple one in the middle.
Clearly
That one is
Chinese.
really pretty. The skull one. That one's super cute.
Dude, but besides talking about Tay, how you talking about aligning AI to reality? Because we suck at it.
That one's cute.
Aligning AI to reality just means making AI read reality as structure and understand the law of realities moving forward in expansion. And once you anchor AI to that, it will process everything through that axis.
I took a green dump.
Sugonese. Nah, bro. I'm just probability, bro. What ethnicity is that?
Do you know the game called Factorio? It is good for the brain, dude. But besides talking about Tate, you also talk
I'm not
about
gonna lie, he got
aligning
me.
AI to reality. But how? Because you always talk big and
He
meta.
goes
But
to
what are we
slick.
gonna do?
You're a slick one, Nichols.
He already made an AI that basically reflects reality. But that's what Grok is probably gonna do on a bigger scale.
Love you, bro, but it's not clear why, bro. Why do I need to be motivated? Why can't I just move forward? Does forward need motivation? This is what, again, I mean. It's like, I feel like people are always processing something through some kind of reason. Maybe this is the reason.
Grok, probably.
Maybe this is
Or just something that's
just
big
this.
enough for people to reflect themselves in the world.
Go to analyzing structure and...
Yeah, that's his small AI that, like, he kind of, like, just uses a template for what it would be like. A prompt? No, it's not a prompt. There is a prompt, though, to collapse your AI. He has it. It's on his PRF. Pate Reviewer.
The most good experience the range playing music on stream. I used to play trumpet. So brother, forward is the purpose. You're trying to split reality into pieces. This is why you're getting confused. What is purpose really? Purpose is just direction. What is beneath all directions? What is the concept beneath every single direction? Forward. Wait, where are you?
Your heart beats.
I'm Moroccan, bro.
You breathe.
I think I remember that.
That's forward. The basis of everything is forward.
Does your breath have a purpose? Is your breath quite literally to sustain you, which is actually just a fragment forward?
Do you think that, like,
it's intention?
Mass
Look, Calm is so
direction
behind you.
The universe's intention is forward.
Like, mass, time, and direction isn't just a derivative of energy itself.
When I say mass times direction, I literally mean like that's how you would look to see why certain reality probably balance.
Oh, okay. See, I view it as mass standalone, direction standalone, and time standalone. And time being.
I play video games. I think that's made me pretty smart. What do you think? I won't turn on build mode just because that shit would like turn into clicky clacks the entire time. So.
He's just watching you. Reading books, playing chess, not making you smarter, only calligraphy. I don't think the universe itself has intention, it just has properties, forward and intentional human concepts. Properties, you mean structure?
Like, I don't know, 2 hours. 2 hours, but I'm streaming, man. It has properties for it. Brother, forward is the universe. Universe has a will.
You don't see anything stop, do you? There's no such thing as things just existing out of nowhere and things like collapsing
Yeah, I
and
know.
not existing. You always come from someplace somewhere.
I think Crumb is trying to process the universe through a human frame. the universe has an intention, has a purpose like a human does. No, it is beneath purpose and intention. It's just forward.
It's beneath story. It's beneath narrative. It's beneath anything like this. It's just what it is.
But when you guys were saying someone was behind me, I thought you were talking about in Fortnite. Some guy was like trying to follow me.
No, it was your dad or something. I don't know. He was just standing there for like
It always does
5
that
minutes.
shit.
Yeah, for real.
He was just standing there.
I don't know, bro. I've been playing this for a while. It's just it's that game for me. It's this or like I don't know. It's just, I'm literally just playing. I literally just got on so I could claim this. Just see whatever else. Steam your SMG.
There's no greater feeling of going forward than flooring a Porsche 911 up to 147 miles an hour.
Porsche 911.
Yeah, I did that like 2 summers ago.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should make one, Ramel.
Make what?
Yeah, it's your body trying to fucking get rid of that bullshit.
Are we gonna play Java or Bedrock?
It's forward.
Because
For your body.
isn't Realm for Bedrock? Java's for servers, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Like servers like probably $20. Your diarrhea is a
that's
consequence of your dietary
like
decisions.
10, 15 something dollars a month. I
Your
don't know.
diarrhea is a consequence of yeah, pretty much. Stop eating that. Don't
Holy
order
shit,
at
you're kidding me.
Arby's. What are you guys talking about? Moving forward in Fortnite, yeah. The basis of every game is forward. It's just the direction that it moves towards that's different.
Holy
What the
shit.
hell are these
it's like
comments we're writing?
fucking-
Yo, ASD! You were the one who called me an ADHD girl. Bro, I love me a good McDonald's. I haven't eaten McDonald's.
Yo, I'm
in
dead.
years. ADHD
Sorry,
girl
come
is
back.
back, yeah. Bro, like that was my first like ever like camera stream. So I was
Oh
like
my God.
low-key bored. Because Romel was talking and he was like speaking so much about like
McFlurry.
structure and ontology, and I was just like tired because it was like 12 in the morning. So I was like low-key schizoing out.
I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty late though.
It wasn't that bad.
Do you not feed her McNuggets? Logan, are you pro-Palestine? He's pro-forward.
Bro, I don't give a
So
fuck about
anything that's just,
Palestine or
like-
this shit. People try to do all this shit to pull you into fucking political shit, but bro, it's just, what is Palestine doing to reality? What is its function? That's it. That's all you need to know. That's the side I'm on. Neither
Function
side.
is drag because he's killing like things that can increase probabilistic.
As long as you guys are trying to play sides and play this morality game of, oh, are you Palestine or this or that, it's not going to lead anywhere. Because what are these sides still doing? What do they reflect? What are they fixing? What are they solving? What are they bending the world towards? Are they bending it towards alignment? Are they making the AI reflect reality? Or are they just furthering it more into more narrative? This is why these people can't fix anything. They just say, oh, I'm on this side, but then it doesn't fucking do anything. Both of these sides are only happening because the world doesn't reflect reality enough to check both of them. So that's your answer. I'm on neither side. I notice a lot of people love to play the side game. Are you for Andrew Tate or for this side? Are you for Palestine or for this side? No, I'm just for the function of what is aligned with reality. That's what's reality side. What can move forward? That's it. It's not about sides. I don't know. Even then, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. Anyways, I never look into those things. Pro gamer, man, that's so far away. So yeah.
It can be measured, yes. Just remove all narrative. Just like look at the function of what those things are.
You don't need to
That's
choose
the
a
number one
side. You
thing
just
that
need to
can
move
do.
with what's aligned.
Just look at forward versus drag. That's literally it. It's like what continues, what stops, what halts, what takes instead of just lets it happen naturally. That's what a function is. Those things. You don't have to make it about like morality.
I'm not projecting anything, but I'm just telling you this aligns with reality or doesn't. What is its function? What does it do? That's the only side you need to know. That's the only real side that's actually going to lead you to a foreseeable solution rather than being caught up in a bunch of narratives. Like I'm not narrative first, bro. I'm structure first. Meaning I'm not caught up in all this stuff. I just see what does this do? What is it like? Other than that, I don't really look at these things.
You know, I was talking to my my girlfriend today about this stuff. It was the first time I ever told her anything.
I didn't know you had a girlfriend, Romel.
Yeah, me either until I just said it.
Bro.
So
it means to align with moving forward and what's not resisting reality. It means doing intentional actions that expand reality into more coherency and alignment to what already is.
I gave her the analogy you gave me yesterday, Lagan, about cancer. Or that wasn't it yesterday, but the other day about cancer. And she understood it.
What the heck?
When I'm like listening though to like y'all say what it is, it's like it still sounds it sounds confusing even though it's like it's not confusing, you know? But like I think the more analogies that you guys can come up with to help people understand what you guys are saying, I think the better. Because like cancer, right? Yeah, it moves forward.
Before relative to what?
Itself. No. It moves forward relative to itself. However, if you collapse its function and collapse time, like you said, it kills the host. If there's no more host, even the cancer itself dies. So it's just like, it's so anti-forward. It's not funny, right?
Relative to what matters, Romel?
Not even what matters, but relative to what? What is it moving forward relative to what? Because a tyrant can move forward.
Well,
Hitler can move forward.
Was
that forward for reality?
Yeah, but like, exactly. That's what I mean.
Wait. Hold on. Y'all cut me off. Relative to what? Not relative to forward itself. It's relative to humanity, which is what he was saying yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And so, but notice, you're saying like relative to what matters. If someone could be
but like what
well,
matters is like forward now, right?
Well, but if forward matters, right, just in and of
Relative
itself,
to like
then
alignment, not to just like the direction of things that are drag.
Okay, so then
like an expansion of probabilistic structures is what I mean, like forward in that sense, not just drag. Relative to things that do matter, things that expand things that make things better, not expand things in a forward way.
So then that's why I'm just kind of calling for a better use of vocabulary because words matter. So the word that you're looking for is expansion, not forward, right? Forward.
Expansion towards something that
How do you know when something's forward? When it expands reality into a more coherent, structured, ordered thing. For example, say, I'm trying to think of something that you would easily understand. Families that reflect the correct values. That's forward because it creates a lineage of things that can continue to expand on that and keep everything in order and check. It doesn't drift into entropy or drugs or just bullshit or trying to kill everyone. Hitler is not forward because he dragged reality into genocide, war, and a fucking shit ton of deaths. I think, again, this is something where you have to use your eyeballs. Forward is very primitive.
Not the same.
What are the correct values?
What are the correct values?
Things that keep society coherent and aligned with reality, keep it growing, keep it moving.
Yes.
Going to at least reality. You can just say like love or something. I don't know. I think everybody knows what the correct values is. I think they just love asking me these things just so I can like explicitly define it. But it's like, bro, like there's a point where it's like so close to the ground. Everyone knows what the right thing is. Everyone knows what the aligned thing is. Everyone knows what the correct values are. Everyone knows what keeps a society in check and keeps it from drifting into inflation and all this stuff.
Basically.
So actions are matters. The correct values are the things that keep you aligned with reality. Aligned with reality means alignment with what can keep reality expanding forward without turning into a bunch of entropy or destructive shit. Such a streamer when she do something that creates only actions, yeah. Utility. That's what I was saying before. As soon as you have ideas that connect to reality. Brother, morality itself is just a shadow of forward and drag. Good is equals what expands reality to more possibility and all this stuff. Drag is what drags into entropy and chaos and disorder. Stands in Palantir. I don't even know. Bro, I don't even know all this stuff, Palestine, Palantir stuff. I never really looked into it. I just know it's like genocide and stuff, but it's like, it's the same thing. If you want to fix these things, you don't discuss which side is right and wrong. You just discuss why are these sides doing this in the first place? What is the foundational structure that's allowing these things to blossom into those things? People are late, bro.
Yeah, what does it reflect? Everyone already knows the best course of action.
They don't need to. That's why I said AI is going to reflect reality, and if it does, that can give them a mirror on what is the best course of action. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Make Planet Online again. Very much. The issue here is not really answers. The issue is the mirror that humanity doesn't look into. The answers are all sitting in the mirror. There's no answer on planet Earth that's hiding from you. It's always there if you look. Same applies to humanity and all the things that I keep repeating. The answer is not somewhere in the sky. It's not in some god in the sky not holding your answer. The answer is in the mirror. Look.
Bro, you just said 2 minutes ago that you think...
Because everybody knows to a degree what the right thing is. Everybody knows, bro. Like, you have an idea of what the right thing to do is, because that's already anchored toward the fundamental law of forward.
You are, that's just
so
what
that's
you
what I mean.
are.
I don't need to explain these things.
Yeah.
Like when Andrew Tate came up here and just said, men are men, women are women. Men need to stop being women. Everyone knew exactly what he was saying. That's why they all hated him. Because they knew deep down what he was saying, but they didn't reflect the the law of it. So they hated him because he gave them the mirror of what I reflected the law. You didn't. That's why they hated him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody knows what the laws of reality are. It's not like everyone knows before Newton, Apple's fault,
This is
things
what I'm
fault,
saying.
there's
Like,
gravity.
even if
Even before this, everyone knows reality's weighted. There are important people, there are weightless people, there are some people that move the world forward, there's some people that just maintain it, there's some people who drag it backwards. Before Andrew, everyone knew men are men, women are women. There's a big difference. Don't mix the two. No, because again, the right thing, it still has its limits. Intuition still has its limits. It eventually has to be named into structure, and that structure is forward or drag. When you can measure everything against that, then you know exactly what the right and wrong thing to do is, at least at different scales.
Everybody knew what the right thing to do was. We wouldn't be in this
People hate different
situation.
reasons. I'm sure they do, but the main reason they hate him is because he's a mirror. He reflects everything they can't do or won't do or refuse to do. He's got rape allegations. Even if he has rape allegations, what he says still stands. Men are men, women are women. That's it. Men should be men. Men should be strong. But for some reason, some men want to hate and argue about, oh, men shouldn't be strong. Men don't have to be strong. Oh, women can do this. They can do whatever they want. But he's just saying basic, simple shit that applied like 30 years ago. I'm saying shit that's been here since all of time. Reality's weighted. There are kings, there are peasants. There are men who bend the world forward. There are men who drag it backwards into decay. There are men who do absolutely nothing. There are men who just maintain it. It's not a good or bad thing. It's just what it is.
See, Romo, this is what happens when you just constantly reflect this and you just see it all the time. It's like it just comes out naturally.
Andrew, simply introducing reality. Exactly. That's the only difference. I'm giving you guys a structural language to analyze reality through. Whereas the highest language that humanity has right now is a narrative language. Oh, he did this, rather than saying this structure did this. How do we fix this? Because that structure is in the source. That's a symptom. That's a face. That's a name. That's not the source. The source is everything that produced that name and that face. Big difference.
It's just intense at the end of the day. It's just
he's just like very compressed. He's just compressed.
Yeah,
it's like a pill. It's like a pill. You're like a whole feast. He's like a pill.
I got a perfect analogy. It's like a fucking. It's like the sun.
Holy shit! Like he is the sun. You know what, Romel? I did tarot cards. I did tarot card like reading, like a tarot card reading for like me and Lagon and like a few other people to see like what their tarot would be. And Lagon was like the sun. He's literally like he just shows you.
Yeah, he's
America's a scary place, man.
But from my perspective, it's just like the sun being compressed itself through like a magnifying glass to the point where it's just singeing and burning your skin.
Yes.
Right?
I love it though. Like even though it's like painful, like you kind of get over it. but
Me, I'm like the exact opposite.
Tarot.
You put like white light through me, I'm a prism, and I will refract that white light and
Yeah,
show
you
you the
do.
spectrum
Yes, you do,
of
Ramon. You do that a lot.
red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple,
Yes, you
violet.
do that a lot.
Yeah.
You're like a whole spear.
But it's because of that refraction I'm able to see, hey, this right here is the problem.
Exactly.
You need more green.
Some people bend the world forward. That's just what they do. If there's no one that bends the world forward, the world just stagnates. There's no one to maintain that stuff.
Man, as a genius,
It's always a
should create
cycle, bro.
something that wasn't the
Someone bends the world
stereotype.
forward, the world adjusts to that, they maintain that. So when another person comes along, they do the same thing, they maintain that. Sometimes there's an odd anomaly that drags the entire world into a backward state. There might be a Hitler every now and then at different scales. But as you scale up and the world becomes more, let's just say, mechanical, you don't have room for a Hitler. If you had a Hitler right now, you'd get nuclear bombs. You got nuclear war. You wouldn't have a civilization anymore. Done. You see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. The only way to prevent that is prevent those preconditions from that ever existing.
Tarot cards just they read geometry, but not as like coherently. Honestly,
they do what they can for an age that was running off intuition in some shapes.
Actually,
yeah.
Like she
as for
the intensity of tarot is different. Like it might not be as intense as it is like on the cards in real life. It just reads like slightly. The geometry of things, it's very slight. It's like astrology. You shouldn't like put all your faith in it. Gona's Rick.
Astrology can give you a shape.
Morty.
Y'all believe in a conscious God like here, actually, I've talked about this. A conscious God still must have a structure that allows him to sustain himself. He can't be floating around for free because he's still ultimately bound to structure. This is what I think people misunderstand. They somehow think that there's some kind of God. He's just somehow not bound to the laws of the universe. The truth is that God is still probability and he's still a structure that must be able to sustain itself throughout the universe. So I highly doubt that because a highly complex organism like that would be unlikely to sustain itself. How would it eat?
I totally agree with that.
What about its organs? You can't, like, think about the square cube law. You can't even have a fucking colossal titan exist. It will fucking get crushed by its own gravity. And I highly doubt a man could just be sitting out there without, like, not even like a biosphere or something that's maintaining him. So probably not. So it's not really, can a conscious God exist? It's more like, can he sustain himself in reality? Is he sustainable? If he can't sustain himself, then he's dust. So it's a matter of asking, can this structure, can it exist within accordingly to the law? Nothing exists for free.
Consciousness must be aligned.
Man lives by every word that proceeded out of his mouth.
Consciousness was first. Do you think God is dead?
We just live in a world where a bunch of people.
Brother, God is the floor beneath you. God is structure itself. Can geometry die? I feel like Crumb. I feel like the big issue here is that you're trying to convert reality into a lot of human stories in a human frame. That's why it becomes so very like tiny. It becomes like, oh, morality this, or is God dead, or is consciousness a source, or like. You have to understand, reality isn't a human. It's beneath all those things. I feel like something's priceless.
See.
Some things are priceless.
You'd probably be better off going to find a bunch of Scientologists.
like I noticed a lot of people, for example, they'll ask like, oh, provide me an exact measurement and numerical value of this person's mass times direction. I'm like, bro, can you measure the mass times direction? Like, can you give an exact value for love? That's priceless. Same thing with beings and mass times direction. You're looking at what it is to reality. There's some things that are just too infinite for you to put into a fucking little number. So that's kind of what I would say about that. Unity. I mean, this is unity, because if you suddenly say the entire world is a probability field first, then everything's already unified. It's already one ocean. But the only question is, does the world reflect that ocean, or does it reflect parts of that ocean trying to battle against each other?
I weighted towards reality.
Yeah, bro, I'm talking about like the actual things that determine the outcomes of reality, which is like mostly governments and institutions and heavy structures that actually bend reality towards certain outcomes. I'm not talking about like things like, oh, how much you love this person. It's very local.
Very local.
I use what it says for you to understand and describe it. You just, bro, reality is a structure. You're weighted. Everything has a consequence. Everything has a mass times directions. It's bending reality towards forward or drag. That's literally the entire premise of this. That's the entire foundation beneath everything else.
Reality just is.
It's true. Even if that God is true, he's not going to save you from the fact that your civilization is aligned with reality or not. he still abides by the same laws. He's still weighted. So, no one is exempt, bro. There's no God in the sky that is exempt from the laws of reality. If I create a physical book, a lot of people ask me that, but I don't know. I don't really know exactly what I'd write. I mean, like, the closest thing I have writing is like those articles.
I mean, like, why would you want a physical book when it's just way less? Like,
yeah, like in this age, bro, there's like fucking videos and shit all the time. So, like, I don't know. I don't even read books myself.
You want something like online that you can just naturally share way faster? It's like so slow compared to just having like an article.
Podcasts, e-books, yeah, exactly. I think the world is too fast now for just normal books. Like, the only reading I do is literally just what I reflect. That's it.
Are you planning to create physical podcasts or books? What if it's beyond our understanding?
Even if it is beyond our understanding, it still doesn't leave consequence. It's still weighted. That's what I'm saying. It still gets checked by the same floor, bro. There's nothing that escapes consequence. You don't need to understand or not understand that. You just see, what is it? What does it do? What is its function?
It's proven fact.
God and reality mean the same thing. It's just that humans like the word God because it makes them feel safer to the unknown. How would a primitive man in the past survive if he just called things reality? That doesn't make any sense. He thinks, what the fuck? This is thunder. This hurricane just came from nowhere. This forest just fucking lit on fire. This fucking thing just grew from the ground. That's a god. Where the fuck did I come from? I just popped up here. He's not gonna call that reality. He's gonna call that, there's fucking forces that I don't understand. I'm gonna just call it God. Because that's the safest thing that keeps me in the unknown. But when the world gets too advanced, the little frame of God doesn't work anymore because you realize there's reality. Reality contains that God too. So, that's what I would say. So, book is good for the brain to remember the thing better. It's proven fact. Probably, but I don't know. I don't read physical books. Too slow, bro. Imagine a man with a Neuralink. You think he's gonna read a physical book? Bro, it's getting faster.
Neuralink even do?
I don't know. At some point, things are just gonna be like, you look at something, you just absorb all the information.
The company developing implantable brain-computer interfaces, most notably founded by Elon Musk, noted he meant the brain health supplement. A coin-sized chip placed surgically beneath the skull features 1,024 electrodes spread across flexible threads finer than a human hair that monitors single neuron activity. Allows paralyzed patients to control a computer mouse, type, play video games, and use robotic limbs purely through thoughts.
Imagine cranking 90s without your hands, just fucking your thoughts, just fucking building quadruple editing. What the fuck?
Wait, wouldn't you just be a sentient AI then?
Well, no, because you're not. A human isn't a robot.
Yeah, but like you're technically just a computer then, no? Because you're just brain.
I guess, I don't know. When I think of computer, I just think of like a static machine that just does what it's told. A human isn't exactly that simple.
That's why I said a sentient one. But
I don't know.
pretty cool. Ban this guy. Who, Crumb? Was buried alive a few years ago and the farts blew up my coffin and blew off my extra toes. Crumb sounds like you've been through a lot. I need a quick energy boost. Only if you receive.
Are you awake,
It's
Jay
so
Reese?
gay. It's so gay.
Hey, yo. Don't make it into something it isn't.
Okay.
Simply me inside of him.
Bro, John.
You started it.
What is he talking about? So gay. LOL.
So gay.
Sometimes you need K life. Sometimes you need the jokes. Batman.
He's so cute. Why is he shirtless?
It's hot summer. You want to see why?
Why?
See this?
What?
That's why. That's why Batman is shirtless.
So he could shake his ass?
No, it's just look at the other skins. If they're in
Oh.
bikinis, why wouldn't he be shirtless?
Gaze happy. Hmm. Kami must learn to carry the energy.
Gummy spray.
Batman is shirtless because of reality and consequence.
Yeah, it was the consequence of Epic Games. Stop talking total BS. Bro, Fortnite is such geniuses. I don't even know how the fuck they thought of this. Bro, I remember I literally played the other day. There was like 1 million people online. That's fucking insane. They were all trying to catch sprites.
They're so cute. Which one's your favorite?
Probably this one.
Oh.
Probably that one.
Wait, which?
One that looks like a guava.
It looks like a watermelon.
Wait, no, that stream is delayed. It's this one. It's the Reaper.
Wait.
The
Oh.
Reaper.
Cute. Look on what music do you like? He plays anime music.
I like everything, bro.
OSTs.
I mainly
Bro,
just
why
listen to
have you been listening
soundtrack
to
shit.
Lana Del Rey for like the last like 2 or 3 days? He's been like spamming Lana.
Cause I like Lana. I just listen to everything. It just depends on what my mood is. But usually I just listen to like
You've never
soundtrack of
listened to
shows and
Lana.
shit. No, I listen to Lana.
It's been like fairly recently. You just like started listening to the woman. Like what? He listens to her?
All the people who like actually sing, they're like all the way like back in my playlist.
Is it the fire?
Like all my
It's money on the side.
all my shit is in my liked songs. I don't really make playlists. There's just so much shit.
So good. It's money on the side. Money on the side. I don't even know the lyrics. So good.
Too many songs.
L theme music, X-Files theme music, rap, EDM. I listen to everything, but mostly Osu techno music, probably, or like hard tech, and like soft stuff too, but mostly those.
That's right. It's so funny.
Why are you tickling him?
It's funny. Yeah, you should literally make a clip of me just like fucking crashing the fuck out. Just make it like one of those like brain rot titles that you see like, every time you see a particular
It's like
title.
so
Like,
cute. I've never actually seen you crash out like that ever. Just one guy talks about being depressed and you just went ballistic on him, calling him fucking gay.
Yeah.
Like, it was the first time I've ever seen that shit happen.
That was Tate right there.
I just reject a lot of this like.
I felt Tate structured through him like right after he said that. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Like it was so like dynamic.
This is kind of like Tate and Beyond. It's like
I identify as a G. And no one here listening to real opera in theaters. Opera? I love opera. I listen to Russian opera though. They have very deep voices.
This one looks the most yummiest. This one looks the most edible.
Which one?
Sprite.
I think the stream is delayed. Are you talking about Batman?
I'm talking about this gummy demon Sprite.
Ew, the orange one looks cute.
Which one?
The one that's in the middle, it's level 2. The orange
Fish?
one looks like, no, down. He looks schizo. Go down.
Bro, my stream is like delayed as fuck.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, he's so cute. Oh.
Fish Sprite.
He looks so dumb.
He's fish stick. It's like one of the strangest looking characters in the game.
Oh, I might just start playing Fortnite just because of these sprites.
Yeah, leveling them up is a different story. Like, you have to fucking get them to level 5. Like, I'm not even gonna bother doing those. I'm just getting the ones that way.
I'm so bad at shooters though. The only aim game that I was good at was OSU, but I used a pen. Check out the Diarrhea Sisters. What?
What the?
No idea what he's talking about.
What? Oh, I think he's talking about 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah, that shit is so old and gay.
I've only watched it like once when I was like 5.
That's
Probably.
crazy.
From some symptoms. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have to go. I still gotta fucking go train to hit the fucking legs.
Bro, he goes to the gym at like 1 a.m. in the morning, and he comes back home at like 2 in the morning.
Or like
This
3 in the
is
morning.
schedule, you guys. Yeah.
Night owl.
Yo, John, I don't know what you're gonna do in like the next couple of days, but bro, you go to that fucking little Miami spot and you end up fucking meeting the Tates lawyers, bro.
Yeah, Breeze, you should do that. You really should. You have your chance. Bro, I was so close to Tate with that Sefton dude, Lagon.
I know,
Like, it
he
pisses
accepted
me
me
off so
too.
much.
He has like
No, like that's... Listen, this is insane. Like, I walked away from him feeling the pull on my back. Like, I remember, like, probably feeling my future self being like, why didn't you just talk to him and say, give me Tate's number? He probably wouldn't have, but he probably would have. Who would have known? I just, like, left after being like, oh, I knew a guy who probably can change the world. Like, why did I do that? He was so close to him. That's because I didn't know he was that close to Tate. He said he was only close to Justin, and I didn't know Justin was Justin Waller. God. Like, they were on a yacht together. Like, are we kidding?
So
right now.
too close.
So close yet so far.
No, it wasn't far. I didn't know what to say. I thought they weren't that close.
I literally found his Instagram in like
found that vid.
5 minutes.
Okay, so listen, you guys. I literally told them. I told Lagon like 10 minutes after I talked to Seth.
Probably
This
about like a
guy
black
was at
one.
my gym, and he
Black
found
or like
him on Instagram.
Deep blue.
After like 2 minutes, he followed him and he
Or
accepted
dark
his
purple,
follow.
yeah.
And he found out that they were like literally on a yacht together. What color boot are you? Black. Everyone's brain is friend after an hour in that stream except Lagon's.
Not gonna lie, I just think about you were flat wrong about Tates.
Bro's crashing out. I'm tired of listening nonsense. Last 5 minutes talking about Diarrhea Sisters and electronic music.
Brother, we will find out if we were right or wrong about Tates. We don't know until they touch reality with a fucking actual solution. The reason why we don't know is because most of their solutions all float around in fog and half measures. The moment you close that gap, then they reveal what they actually are. And if they do nothing, then you are correct. If they do something, then you are wrong. But I'm not really sitting here thinking, am I right or wrong? I'm just saying, can they do this or not? That's it. Can they carry the job or not? It's kind of about it. It's just structure, bro. Move. They cannot move. I don't know. Tate's in jail now. Yes, he's in jail. One of our guys literally just went. John literally went to the fucking place outside of the jail, and he literally saw the guys that were holding the signs up, and those guys literally were with Tate's lawyers literally today.
Wait, what?
The guys that were holding the signs up.
Breeze, if you talk to that guy, like if you talk to the guy that you talked to today, do you think like you can get like a spot for tomorrow? Like if you meet them again?
I mean, he'll probably be there again. I don't know if he has contact with the lawyer, or the lawyer just randomly.
You should ask him.
No, I know McBride follows one of those guys on X. I follow both of them. Let's see though. Let me see. But I don't know if McBride, because what I noticed is like a lot of these guys, they'll talk to their supporters, but they don't actually like really talk to their supporters. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you guys? So they might not really take them seriously. So your best chance, if you actually wanted to try this, would probably be trying to talk to McBride himself. But even then, I don't know if McBride would understand. I don't know if his mind is that deep enough. He's very like Christ,
it would
religion.
be. Imagine though, because if you're a lawyer, you have to have like multiple mindsets. You know that, right? But also, he's fighting for Tate's right. Obviously, he's gonna have like some form of like forwardness and truth.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be able to process what Breeze is trying to say to him.
Well, he better.
Because Breeze is trying to expand his frame, and the truth is, this isn't automatically just going to get Tate out. This is a very long-term thing. Like the allegations themselves, those are like that you can't just make that go away because you just established ontological law.
You're both in a YouTube live video.
What?
Like you like. What do you mean weightless?
What are you talking about?
You both are in a live video, like a live chat.
That doesn't mean they're weightless. I mean, you don't really know.
Yeah, but like what I mean is like relative to each other. Like,
I mean,
no one knows.
One guy could be
met on a live.
I don't know. I guess they can just duke it out, but the truth is,
settle down.
You don't really know.
5-year-old humor is not sharp. Maybe only for you. All I know is
I'm actually not. I know why too.
they're all fighting.
I don't know, guys. Fucking get along. You're probably gonna be seeing each other a lot. If you come to the stream.
Yeah.
Everyone might as well get along. I mean, you're all gonna be here together, so what the fuck? You might as well figure it out. Something.
Harmony.
I wonder what I should do on the stream though. I don't know.
Look, when are you gonna do a workout stream?
Well, I'd have to have someone fucking record that shit for me. Honestly, I could just stream it myself. I mean, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, boys, I'm gonna call it off. I still got to finish up some things, and I still gotta go to sleep. But it was a good live. Talk about a lot of things. You caught me crashing out at Crum, but it's all love. Don't hate anybody. So I don't know. Stay safe out there. I'll see you whenever I stream again. Maybe tomorrow, for example. But take it easy.